What games come to the forefront when Sonic the Hedgehog's 3D games are brought up? Do they have a definitive start and end when it comes to which games are considered the best? We may have some differences of opinions when it comes to the best and the worst, but the discussion is always fun to have. Join us now as we discuss what we consider to be the renaissance of 3D Sonic titles on the newest episode of Pause and Effect. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Pause and Effect. I'm your host, CJ, and joining me this episode are my good friends, Chris and Denzel. Welcome back to the show. How you both doing?
I found you, faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be
I'll make
my
you
fate.
eat those words.
There's no time to play games. You won't even get the chance.
I'm the coolest.
And just like that, this episode is dedicated to what many would consider to be the 3D renaissance of Sonic games. So Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, Sonic Heroes, and Shadow the Hedgehog, which are considered some of Sonic's most iconic 3D ventures before things went horribly, horribly wrong.
I like how you say it's the renaissance of 3D Sonic when that's how it started.
I mean,
Sonic
you're
was
not
already
wrong.
washed up by the time he went to 3D.
Golly.
I mean, you're not wrong. But yeah, if there's
Not
anything
wrong.
to say about like any of the other games in the series that came before and after, feel free. So with that being said, let's kick this off the way I've done with many of these episodes. What's everyone's experiences with the Sonic games? How many have you played, and which one is your favorite?
Yes.
Chris, start this one.
Well, my parents had a Sega Genesis when I was growing up, and of course Sonic was attached to that, so I got to experience those three games. Skipped Sonic Adventure because never had a Dreamcast. I went from the Genesis to the GameCube. How's that for a leap? How's that for a generational leap? But funny story about that. Christmas Eve, I go to one side of my parents' house, or my grandma's side, for Christmas, and I got Sonic Adventure 2. I didn't have a GameCube.
Respect.
So I was like, this is a cool game, but how am I supposed to play it? Then the next morning for Christmas, I got the GameCube. I'm like, oh, that's how I'm going to play this game. And holy shit. I think I spent more hours in Sonic 2 than I did at school.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I spent like an entire summer just doing the Chow Garden.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
It was all downhill from there. Now I'm just a jaded Sonic fan that misses when he was good.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Oh yeah. Sure. Sorry.
for me, my history, I had an older brother who's 10 years older than me. Okay? So he had a Dreamcast. I think they also had a Genesis, but I grew up playing the Dreamcast. My very first Sonic game and video game at all, in my memory at least, is Sonic Adventure 1. So in addition to that, I had Sonic 1 and the Sonic and Knuckles PC collection.
Oh god.
So
Oh wow.
yeah, I had my experience of both peak 2D and 3D, the way some
Not the
people would
music
put it.
though, unfortunately.
Don't know. I don't recall. I wasn't good enough at the game to get to Ice Cap when I was 5. So I would never know. I never knew that the songs were different because I could never make it past Hydro City or Flying Battery.
Oh, so you said Hydro City. I was gonna ask, is it Hydrocity or Hydro City?
It's City, baby.
I always
We
call it
gonna
Hydrocity.
we gonna get to that. we gonna talk about that. But yeah, no, I got to experience both classic and 3D at the same time. Played a whole bunch of collections. I had Mega Collection on PlayStation 2. Yeah, I was one of those Sonic fans with a PlayStation 2, so I experienced very poorly optimized Sonic games growing up.
Oh,
Youch.
that's
Rest
unfortunate.
in peace. Didn't
But
have
hey, you
Sonic
had Devil May Cry
Heroes. I didn't have Sonic Heroes, but I had Riders, Mega Collection, Unleash, and all that. It was sick. As of now, I still actively replay a lot of the series today. There are very few games that I haven't played, as it turns out, unless it's like Japan exclusive or like arcades. Yeah. So yeah, if you got any like questions for the games, I'd say I have a pretty fresh recollection. Also, Shadow the Hedgehog is my favorite Sonic game at the moment. I love replaying it. It's very fun to replay. 10 endings are not as bad as y'all make it out to be. Deal with it.
Yeah, it's not nearly that bad.
I think the only issue with Shadow the Hedgehog was some of the missions were absolute bullshit.
I can agree with that.
Yeah,
That's 2000s for you, baby.
Yeah, like the game leaned into what Shadow was. He was like this edgier character, so they played into it a little bit too much at points. Music, there's some really good tracks, but it's like you just came off of Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes a little bit, Sonic Adventure, so it's like music's not as good.
You'd be surprised how many light motifs are in that game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mad Matrix is still one of my favorite songs in the entire series to this day.
The arc goes hard.
Lost Impact is my favorite.
Oh, you like Lost Impact?
Oh, Lost Impact, I think, is my favorite.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, I rediscovered it last year because I usually like listen to video game music to fall asleep. So I found an extended version of that, and all the comments were like, "This isn't an extended version. This is how long it takes you to beat that godforsaken level."
That's what y'all get for not just restarting levels, but we will get to that.
Hey, when you're 12, you're stubborn.
I know. Oh, yeah. I know.
You got that 12-year-old pride on the line that no one really cares about because no one actually played Sonic the Hedgehog because they're all into sports.
Mario.
Video games was still niche for us, and it was starting to get into the more mainstream, but you were still considered a nerd.
Yeah. Or you'd be considered baby because you weren't playing Call of Duty.
Oh, God, that happened
to me. Or you're contrarian if you don't like it.
Ugh.
That happened to me, and now everyone's just like, oh, yeah, like, we love video games. Video games are like, give me my goddamn childhood back. Like, that's all I want.
I've definitely been getting burned as of the past couple of years in gaming. It's been kind of hard lately.
Yeah. They don't make games like they used to.
Oh, man, Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah. I think that's like the big thing. It's like Sonic games just don't have that same effect that they did in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. They don't feel like as much adventures as they feel like how fast can you go? I think that's just me.
Yeah.
No, that sounds roughly about right.
I think Unleash is what started it, though.
We could probably take it back even further, honestly.
I think Rush was what started the whole speed boosting thing. I could be wrong there.
It was the first one to like use like boost in like the stages, but like I'd chalk it up to Heroes even.
I haven't played Heroes since like
baby. That game is fast.
It is. It's also the most campy Sonic game.
Yeah, but people love it for that. We like camp in these parts.
I love that people are upset about Shadow like having a personality, but have you listened to Shadow's lines in Sonic Heroes? Holy shit, those things are hilarious.
Oh yeah, dude, Shadow's great. This is why I say
to die for.
This is why I say Shadow the Hedgehog is Shadow's Sonic and the Black Knight. If you know what I'm saying.
I never played Black Knight, so I don't know.
So when people talk about Sonic and the Black Knight, for a lot of people, in terms of like a story being told in a Sonic game, they see that as peak writing, peak voice acting, action, and all of that, bro. You get to really, dude, it's like a character study of Sonic himself. You really get to see how he interacts with the world and the influence he has over people. So in Sonic and the Black Knight, he's not the hero. But in his heart, he believes he's doing the right thing. He's not the hero because he's here to kill King Arthur. He was summoned with 2 chili dogs to kill King Arthur.
I don't know about kill, but stop. Because Sonic
he killed King Arthur. You do not wield a sword in that game and not kill someone. Oh no, you should see the pre-credit scene. That guy's dead.
I mean, he did try to stop Knuckles from committing Sudoku.
Well, yeah, that's because he's not the Black Knight.
He's got a conscience, at least.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. Like he even put his chance at being a knight on the line to save a little girl crying on the side of the forest because her people were endangered by a dragon. It's beautiful. It's like Caliburn was also a very fun straight man to Sonic because he would always be so stuck up and have the straightest lines, like, "Oh, fool, you don't turn your back on a knight. Show some respect." Like, man, Sonic wouldn't put up with that crap. You want to see a snotty hedgehog? Boy, you got to play Black Knight, or at least watch the cutscenes. It's amazing.
I saw a Let's Play of it way back when, but it's been a while.
Hey,
was that on the 4Kids dub?
Yeah, that was Jason Griffith's last Sonic game. It was his best performance, too. If you guys want a good Let's Play to watch of Sonic and the Black Knight, I definitely recommend Clement J642. The great Clement, he's amazing. He's probably never going to hear this episode, but he's great. He doesn't do Let's Plays anymore, but the stuff that he's got is gold.
I love Clement. He's so funny.
Yes. There's a whole lot of stuff I still got to watch for him.
I will keep that in mind.
He, not to get too off topic, but Clement does a lot of Mega Man. He did every single classic Mega Man, X, Zero. He did like 100% runs of all of them.
Dang.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. He does post commentary, so like he plays hard and then he dubs over it with some damn good commentary. It's well thought out, well written. Like it's a lot of effort.
Him and Brain Scratch commentaries sometimes collab too, and they did a bunch of Sonic stuff.
Yeah,
and Mega Man.
Yeah,
I always give them a shout out.
He's also got some good rare games on there too, like Mr. Mosquito.
Oh, yeah, he does like those rarer games too.
Mm-hmm. And they're very interesting too. I may not have the chance to watch everything, but I will never regret watching a Clement playthrough.
Yeah.
But
especially when go ahead.
My bad. But yeah, what I was saying about Black Knight, in my eyes, I feel like for Shadow's peak as a character is his game. As much as people point at that as being like his fall from grace or whatever, no, if you guys want to understand who Shadow the Hedgehog is, you got to play his game. That's him. You know, people are always talking about his one-liners and hanging on to like cute little moments, but like when people always talk about how good he was in 06, he's only that good because of what he went through in his game. He behaves exactly the same.
I think the issue was how it was presented sometimes. Because a lot of the cutscenes are just reused for each side thing. And then the ending is just ending text.
The ending of Shadow?
I think each ending had like a different like epithet.
Since there are 326 total paths that you can take in the game, and you watch them in the museum, all 326 of them have a title.
Yeah,
but
that's what I was referring to.
Yeah, those are just to record like the sequence that you took. That's just math being math. I'm surprised there was a poor sap who had to write all that. But I don't know.
Yeah, they get paid
Shadow did an interesting thing with its whole morality system. Like maybe it would have been better to have like two linear stories and have one of them excuse me, and have like one of them be canon, like an Infamous, if you guys are familiar with that series.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh man, so good. Check them out. PlayStation 3 era, but also PS4.
Infamous.com.
Oh yeah. Real good games. But it was an interesting thing what they did with the morality system. You could be good, bad, or neutral at almost any point in the game. It's like, yeah, you're probably going to end up with a bit of a messy story, but the path you take was up to you. That was like the whole tagline. That was the whole catch of the game. So it'd be cool if it worked. It'd be cool if you decide to take care of the foolish humans and then destroy the internet in the second level with Rouge. Yeah, but then maybe you decide to be a softie and you help Amy find cream and cheese, and then all of a sudden you're fighting Halloween Eggman. You know, it's like, hey, I'm on an adventure, baby.
hey, you know what they say? The more, the merrier.
Always.
You know what? That was it was Heroes that started the really cheesy like
take this.
Yeah, but Shadow the Hedgehog exacerbated that to like, oh my god.
It used to be so bad when people made those top 10 videos, Eggman's voice lines would usually make it in there as like one of their most hated things. It was
oh, Shadow Fever.
I think it ended with Generations, where he talked so much in the fights.
Yeah. I like how this was supposed to be like an essay 1 and 2, but we haven't talked about essay 1 or 2 at all.
At this point, I'm just having fun.
I mean, yeah, we're just talking about like a time period. You know, we still in the 2000s. This is still adventure era. We're good.
I mean,
as long as we don't touch Unleashed. As long as we don't touch Unleashed, we are still within the adventure era.
I mean, leave it to the adventure era to actually not go through the intended path and go somewhere else completely different.
Ooh-wee.
I mean, very true.
Game dev in a nutshell.
Right?
Yeah. I will say, like, the point I started at in the Sonic series is very different, like, compared to, like, everyone else's, because everyone's just like, oh, yeah, like, I started with the Genesis games, or I started with Dreamcast, or I got, like, a port of a GameCube game. Nah, fam. I started with Sonic Pocket Adventure on Neo Geo.
You had a Neo Geo?
I did.
Wow.
And
hey, was that game peak for real?
It was really good.
Oh, damn. Man. That's the one I still haven't played.
Yeah, like it has somewhat original levels, kind of, but all of the music is just remixes of everything else.
Oh, that sounds fire.
Like
that's just Sonic in general.
Yeah, like the fourth world, 8th level is probably my favorite version or remix of Hydro City Zone.
Ooh, I gotta check that out sometime.
Hydrosity.
Oh, you're a Hydrosity. Got it. Okay.
I mean, I was Hydrosity at first, and then you yelled at me that one time.
I mean, my opinion is, who cares?
Yeah.
I always called it Hydrosity because that's how it looked in the text. And
there's only one person I know that calls it Hydrosity. It must be you, Megamind.
But no, my favorite game in the series at this point is probably still Sonic Rush.
Ooh, yeah.
Easy.
Really?
Easy. Hideki Naganuma on the track, no contest.
Say, yeah, don't stop. You proceed, because this is what you need. Yeah, baby.
Too black. Back
too strong.
Black, too strong. Back and black, too strong. Rap and black.
Yes, sir.
Why was that the final boss theme? Someone tell me this.
It was, wasn't it?
It was kind of fire, man. When you got that chorus in the background over some type of beat, like that's final boss tier right there. You guys heard Grace and Glory?
The violin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Grace and Glory. That shit is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Final boss theme from Jet Set Radio for those of you listening in the future. It's fire. Both versions.
Or the past. Or the present. Hello, present viewers.
Hello.
We are speaking to you from the Sonic CD timeline.
Oh, man.
Where Sega of Japan actually worked alongside Sega of America to combine Sonic 2 and Sonic CD.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
That would have been crazy.
We're in a weird timeline here.
That would have been crazy. Huh. Honestly, though, I would prefer Sega of Japan make the games more.
At this point, I just want a Sonic game that's fun again, like Mania.
Like, Sonic games have been fun for me, like, always. I've always had fun with them, but, like, they've been less fulfilling, I should say.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because, like, I enjoy Forces. Like, Forces is nowhere near the bad game people make it out to be, but I guess because so many people were not fulfilled, it's just going to be in that dark hole forever.
The game just felt so hollow. Like, they reused a lot of stuff. They brought back Classic Sonic for no reason. Sonic and Classic Sonic don't control nearly as well as they used to. The story was convoluted as all shit. Infinite's theme was still baller as hell, though.
Oh, yeah, Infinite's theme is great.
Like, that Forces is still one of the best soundtracks, bar none.
I'm not 100% certain about that, but I will give credit where credit is due on Infinite's theme in that, as well as Ghost Town, Casino Forest, and what's that song? Moonlight Battlefield?
Aqua Road, yeah.
Yes.
Look at you being in the minority again. You like classic Sonic's music.
I mean, yeah, why wouldn't I?
Man,
you guys are already in the minority for liking Forces.
So many people act like the classic Sonic music is like Satan's cheeks, man. Jesus Christ.
I mean, everybody has like traumatic experiences with this song.
People want Jun Senoway fired now because of Origins, and that's silly.
Yeah, that does sound quite crazy.
I think, the last Sonic game I played was Mania and then Colors. So I really have no opinion on up to date.
Ultimate or Wii?
Colors or Colors
Wait.
Ultimate? Okay, good.
I mean, like it's the same game, but like I don't know. I don't like Colors.
Same game, but optimized worse. Yes, Colors was just like everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's so good." What's
It's
his
just
name?
because
Roger
it's
Craig
like the
Smith is
most.
Sonic.
It's like the most stable Sonic game to have come out during those times. But like when you bring it back, that was the game we needed, not the game we deserved.
I think that game should have came out after Heroes, but before 06. But
I don't
like,
know about that.
Yeah, no.
wow, I don't even know what point I'm trying to make. The story was okay. The dialogue was way past the level of cheese that I think is good.
It's a game of its time.
Yeah, people
It's
were
like-
upset, or not. People were upset. People thought that Roger Craig Smith did a better job than was it Jason Griffith that was the last
Jason.
one? But his performance in Unleashed was so good.
Oh yeah, a lot of Jason's like later performances were masterpieces.
Like, I really don't like that they just dropped all the 4Kids voice actors because they hit their stride toward the latter half of like all that stuff, and then you have Jason Griffith doing his best Goku impersonation in Unleashed.
Wow, can you believe that we've had the current cast longer than any other voice cast for Sonic?
Right?
Roger Craig Smith has been Sonic for 11 years.
And aren't they all on their way out the door after Frontiers comes out?
I don't think so. We could be wrong.
I think he said he wasn't, but then they immediately backtracked and he's like, wait, hang on, maybe not. I know Mike Pollock is still there because Mike Pollock is Dr. Eggman.
I thought Cindy Robinson, who was Amy, said that they were on their way out.
Well,
They
she's
were
in Frontiers, so I don't know. I
they
feel
were
like
supposed to, but I think
feel like it was a
backlash.
bad distribution of news, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think Backlash had anything to do with it at all. It might have just been bad communication.
I think it was both because I remember Roger Craig Smith posting like
The Blue Heart?
I don't know if it was something, and then everyone was like, "Wait, you're not Sonic anymore," and then he's like, "Oh wait, hang on, maybe not. Don't take what I say at face value." But I will say, Sonic Boom was probably the best Roger Craig Smith Sonic.
I feel like that's why they grabbed Roger, because Sonic Boom was in the making.
Yeah,
Like Sonic Boom was not something that was going to happen overnight. They had that sucker in the oven around the 2010s.
but I miss
like-
Jason Griffith Sonic and Ryan Drummond.
Yeah, they're all really nice. I really do appreciate the fan works that do bring them back. It's always nice to hear them again.
I miss Dean Bristow as Eggman too.
Rest in peace.
Man,
Rest in
was he in Shadow the Hedgehog too? No.
His last appearance, well, they used old lines for Riders, so it's Dean Bristow and Mike Pollock in Sonic Riders, but I think his last game, like alive, was Heroes.
Okay.
Yeah. Ah, man. I think those were like he was a good Eggman, especially in Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh yeah, that was just like great Eggman scenes. That's the benefit of being a playable character, y'all. This is why I rally for everybody to be playable again. If you're playable, you get better writing.
That is true.
Well, not Team Chaotix.
Well, Team Chaotix doesn't need to be playable to have sick writing. They were killing it in Team Sonic Racing.
Never played it.
Oh man, it's a pretty good racing game, but that Team Sonic Racing was the game that like really broke my heart when it came to like releases for Sonic games, because you really taste how little Sega the company cares about their games post-release.
Yeah. Or in general sometimes, because it seems like they just want the Sonic brand out there. Like the video, it's kind of turning into Pokemon where the merch is trying to push everything more than the games themselves.
Yeah. And like the merch is good. It's nice that we're like seeing things that we've wanted for decades now. Like it's nice that we've got General plushies. Mephiles is relevant again. Gamma's gonna be in Forces Speed Battle. You know, that's nice, but I want to
Sonic body pillows. Finally.
I want to enjoy all pillars of Sonic. You know, and it ain't been the same.
God, dramatic drama CDs of gratuitous scenes with Eggman.
Bring me back to the
voiced by
days when
Mike
Sonic
Pollock.
Battle was popular.
It was popular?
feel like Sonic Battle was never popular. Sonic Battle missed a lot of people's radar just for being on a Nintendo console.
True, but that game was fucking sick.
The only thing that Sonic Battle did was give Alvin Earthworm sprites for Mario Bros. Z.
Pretty much, yeah, man. Everything that was on the Game Boy Advance, everything that the Game Boy Advance did with Sonic just led to great art.
I will always say that Sonic Adventure 2 is peak Sonic design. Those shoes are great.
Them soaps were fire. It'd be nice to see them again in future games.
It's the reason why Sonic can grind. Little known fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always figured, like, in my little headcanon, I figured those are his training wheels to learn how to grind.
Yeah.
And then he can just grind in his shoes.
It took me like a decade to figure out why his shoes were different in Sonic Adventure 2. It was because Sega did a deal with Soap Shoes to put them on Sonic for branding.
Speaking of, you guys know they're owned by Heelys now?
Really?
Yeah, so Soaps might make a return someday.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Okay, moving on.
I was gonna ask the forbidden question. Have you played the Hedgehog game?
Which Hedgehog game?
Where you look up your name, the Hedgehog, on Google and see if you can find your OC.
Yeah.
I haven't, but I
myself in the Soap Shoes.
I don't think I'd be able to find my name at all.
You'd be surprised.
You sure about that?
You'd be surprised. How rare is your name?
Hold up.
Because I can find myself.
I don't even need to look up myself to know.
Ooh, but at least you got options. You got options.
I think I found it.
I never thought of it that way.
Hey, in post you got to edit in that photo for somebody to see.
Okay, so the shit that shows up is either Carson the Hedgehog or Jason the Hedgehog. So I think I've dodged a bullet.
Damn.
Oh, you're lucky. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw you a Sonic OC. I'm not actually gonna.
I am an artist, so I got you. I got you. If you want a Karaz OC.
Oh fucking hell!
New album cover.
But
absolutely not.
Have you looked up CJ the Hedgehog?
Hold up. Let me do that right now.
I am sensing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas the Hedgehog.
No,
it's so hard.
It's Amy Rose in another pink dress, in a different pink dress.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's a little different. Usually it's just Sonic but a different color. It's Sinnoh. Sonic spelled backwards.
Sexy piece of ass, isn't he?
Okay, moving on. Okay, so
before this derails.
Yeah, it already derailed.
Yeah, because we were grinding. Bam.
You held the B button too long. You tried to rail switch while going fast in Sonic Heroes.
Okay, I can't do that.
Okay, so in all the games like within the time period, do you have a favorite playable character and a favorite stage?
Ooh.
And don't say City Escape.
The time period and the character. My favorite character is Blaze, but I'd say my favorite stage is before Unleashed. I gotta dig deep. There's a lot of stages, man. Damn.
It might be better to split it per game.
That's what I'm thinking.
Damn. Okay, Adventure 2. Peak stage for me. Almost said something that would get me cussed out.
You're gonna say Meteor Herd?
Well, actually, I do like the space levels. Actually, I like a lot of the levels in that game that people would find detestable. I love the kart racing.
Rouge's space level.
Mad Space is good,
but otherwise, the gravity was awful.
It was.
Gravity in the 2000s was pretty bad. It's okay.
Right. Then Mario Galaxy proved everybody wrong.
Yeah. That's also the whole game is Gravity and Galaxy. That's 3 levels in Adventure 2 that mess with gravity. True. Okay, so I'll go with Adventure 1. Favorite level would have to be Skydeck. Iconic. I love the song. It's got 3 acts. It's fire. Favorite character to play as in Adventure 1, Sonic.
Yeah, it's really like there's another
especially when you mod
answer.
it. Like that game was made to be Sonic's game. Like we know that 10 stages. Come on, that's him. Adventure 2, favorite character, Shadow, favorite stage. Damn. Final Rush, maybe.
That's a fun one. I will admit.
Yeah, I will give you that.
Yeah, it's like especially now that I'm good. Now that I'm good at grinding, like Final Rush. If not Sonic, then I'd go with either of the cart levels for Rouge or Tails. I love those. They're really fun to replay. I like to play the mission where you aren't allowed to hit walls, or the one where you don't like to, where you can't hit cars. Those are pretty good challenges. I like them.
I think that the song gives me PTSD because I grinded it so much for rings for the Chow Garden.
Yeah, you know what? That'll do it.
I mean, I would grind Iron Gate and Prison Lane for the Chaos Capsules.
Yep.
Just fatigues me thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. When it comes to the Chow Garden, Knuckles and Rouge are not good for grinding, huh?
No, not at all.
Knuckles is for Pumpkin Hill for the one animal that can reset your Chow.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because the only other stage that would have it is Skyrail, right?
Anything pumpkin level, I think.
So yeah, Skyrail and Pumpkin Hill. That's it.
Only those two levels.
Maybe Aquatic Mine too. I'm not sure.
True.
But that's how you know how deep into the Chow Garden I was when I had that, and I was looking up how to breed and how to like max out a Chows. I had the Chow that had level 99 and everything.
Nerd. Nah, I'm messing. Oh man,
I was a very lonely kid for a summer.
Chow breeder, eh?
Yeah.
I'll admit I've never actually raised a Chow to the point where they bred. So.
I haven't. I mean, I took the Chow Garden as seriously as I could, but I never got like as far as you did, Chris.
Yeah, I've seen evolution maybe 3 times.
Twice.
And I've never seen a Chow die.
My main Chow was dying, and that's when I stopped playing.
Oof.
But there was a way to reset it, and I don't know how. But that was like 14 years ago, and I don't think my save file works anymore.
Oh yeah, rest in peace to that. I thought your Chow would live pretty long if its happiness level was high.
Apparently, it wasn't.
We need a Chow Garden app for smartphones.
You threw your kids around, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Got to get those eggs to hatch somehow.
I think it's like either 40 in-game hours in the Chow Garden specifically, or 4 hours in the Chow Garden specifically, for it to hit the age of 4, where it either reincarnates or dies.
Probably 4 hours, because you really do the Chow Garden in bursts.
Yeah, like 2 minutes. So you're gonna spend like an entire summer doing it.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to think of my favorite levels. Sonic Adventure 1, I don't have one because I didn't really enjoy that game as much. But Sonic Adventure 2, you want to know what my favorite piece of gameplay is? King Boom Boo with Knuckles.
Hey!
That I consider that to be peak Knuckles.
That's a great boss fight. I'm glad
it
Knuckles
really
did
is.
Get a boss. That was fire.
It's got the best boss theme.
Good old Egg Golem.
It's a different version of Egg Golem.
Yeah, because it doesn't have one of those backing guitars in it.
Right. It had a lot more drum in it, didn't it? Until the sun came out?
I think. It's been a while. I just know that's my favorite. Because I remember I was at a friend's house and he was playing that. And I'm like, whoa, what is this? Knuckles?
That right there is exactly why I'm all for characters having exclusive stages.
Yep.
Because who else was going to beat King Boom Boo? No one. Who was going to beat Eggman's Egg Golem? Only Tails, right?
Sonic.
Like it's cool that they make use of like the mechanics of the character for the boss.
Yeah.
You know? So like nothing really feels like a repeat.
Yeah, but I will still say Sonic Adventure 2 Knuckles is peak Knuckles. Nothing like that is how you design 3D Knuckles.
Yeah.
Like the levels like his treasure hunting gimmick isn't awful.
I will
think it
say
just
though,
didn't play to his strength enough.
I will say though, like that Knuckles gameplay is definitely a writer's headache, because how are you gonna like employ that without like a MacGuffin or the Master Emerald? You know?
Yeah, that's why they like it was like, oh, I broke it. Bye.
Yeah. That's the thing that I have an issue with like the 2000s. It's like people would always complain about like Knuckles being present, but it's like, do you guys want Knuckles to be there, or do you want him to be shackled to a rock that becomes a MacGuffin every time? It's like it's
And then
no good.
and that's conveniently forgotten afterward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go with Pyramid Cave. I think Pyramid Cave is one of my favorite levels.
Nice.
Solid choice.
Or no, wait, Cosmic Wall.
Oh yeah,
Cosmic Wall.
Yeah.
The best Eggman level.
I watched Zinazik, I think that's his name. I watched his video on Cosmic Wall, and like his analysis of it is what taught me to be way better at the shooting levels. And when you're better at the shooting, when you're better at Sonic in general, it's like the most satisfying thing ever.
Yeah, I think that's the big problem with like Adventure 2 is that it's hard to flow well and get good rankings.
Yeah.
Unless you really know the level.
Yeah.
I feel like that's been the difficulty with design. It's just like, do you guys like, man, how hard do I make this? Like skill ceiling, skill curves, designing around the way people play. It's a lot to consider.
I will say that Sonic Adventure 2 skill curve was probably the best in Sonic. For 3D at least. Because I didn't feel like the levels got too impossible. Granted, what was the second? Crazy Gadget. That level can go suck a dick.
Crazy Gadget's good. A lot of us are just bad.
I couldn't figure out that final puzzle for like a year.
See, you never left that room alive. Haha.
You're right. But then I found out that you could cheese it by spin dashing really hard. Granted, this was after I actually learned how to do the puzzle correctly. I had to print out one of those Neo Seeker walkthroughs.
Neo Seeker?
Man, how's that for a time capsule?
Oh!
Jeez. Oh, man.
I couldn't even use the internet back then.
I was all over that site looking up cheat codes, trying to figure out how to get past all that shit. Oh
I had a strategy guide for Crazy Gadget back in the day, and it still took me a while.
That was the only level that took me forever for Sonic Adventure 2.
For me, it was Final Rush, because I was terrible at grinding back then. Absolutely terrible. I was terrible at platforming back then. But like now, that stage is cake. Oh my god.
It would probably be cake for me, but I'm too much of a haphazard gamer where I just throw caution to the wind. I don't play careful. It's why I prefer Mega Man 0 to Mega Man X or Mega Man. Because caution to the because caution to the wind doesn't exist. You just get up in there.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I get that.
I see.
I think the best level in Sonic Heroes, though, is taking the disc out and putting in Sonic Adventure 2.
Damn, you really do not like that game.
I don't either, but like
it had a good idea in concept, but it was executed not optimally. And it was also the first game where they had to go multi-platform, which they had to make a new engine, and the new engine was very, very bad.
It was PlayStation 2 at the very last minute, which is why they had to swap engines the way they did. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's why that hover homing attack glitch happened was because of that engine, which is why it happens in Shadow the Hedgehog. But they fixed it for Unleashed, thankfully. For better or worse.
Completely different game at that point.
Or 06 on Unleashed.
Yeah. That was also like the weirdest homing attack in all of Sonic, though.
Yeah, it didn't feel like it had any
that's that alpha feeling for you, baby.
You know what? I think that's why Sonic Adventure 2 has so much nostalgia for people. Is because the homing attack actually felt like a homing attack. There was some velocity to it.
Yeah, but it also did like the spinning thing too. Like that's been a thing since SA1.
I don't think it was anywhere near as bad as Heroes and Shadow of the Hedgehog.
If you sucked at Sonic Adventure 2, that bad homing attack would happen a lot.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing. Man, speaking of adventure, one thing that like I feel like they've been adjusting and regretting forever was how strong the spin dash was.
Yeah.
That thing was busted in SA1. You could spam it in SA1. They rolled that back in SA2, but it still had all the power. So spin dash jumping was still crazy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. They gave you the Rocket Excel in Sonic Heroes, but they also made you too damn fast. So like you could still sail over things. And then Shadow the Hedgehog, people don't take advantage of it, but you can still spin dash jump the way y'all used to in Adventure 2. But they did nerf it.
Yeah, the gameplay also didn't accommodate for going fast. I think that was the big issue of Shadow the Hedgehog was like the missions didn't require you to go fast.
It would depend on what it was that you were trying to do.
If you're going through the neutral endings of each stage, which is just like, oh yeah, get to the end, then yeah, sure, do that.
Yeah, that
like
those
the stages are definitely built for going fast. But like if you wanted to explore, which a lot of people had like a desire for in that era, it's like, oh man, 3D games are so linear, man. I want to explore. I want to find things. Yeah. Like, well, hey, here you go. Here's your mission to explore and find things. The problem was
3 different paths.
The problem was they demanded that you find everything more often than not. There were very few levels where there was like more than you needed to make the quota.
Yeah, I think that's what shot them in the foot was that.
Yeah. Because believe it or not, the Ark does have a map, but it's also a destructible object in the stage.
Which you probably destroy because you're trigger happy at that point.
Yeah.
Because the only way you can get to that stage is by fully committing to evil.
There are 2 Ark stages. So one's on like neutral good and others on like evil.
The arc itself is evil, but I think
No. I mean like the Maria. There are 2 Maria levels.
Oh, those levels.
The interior of the Ark.
Impact. Lost Impact is
Lost Impact and yes, there we go. That's the Doom, right?
Oh.
That's the one with the heal units. Yes. And then Lost Impact was the artificial chaos.
Yeah, but the worst level was trying to gun down the president's escape pod. That level sucked.
Nah, dude. I love Air Fleet. I actually like that. Nah, that's a pretty sick level.
I had trouble figuring out what to do.
You gotta abuse your meter. Always abuse your meter.
See, I never had enough meter to actually abuse it because I wasn't that good at Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, damn. Yeah, see, that's the problem. See, people don't take... People would always talk trash about, like, the chaos powers, but they never talked about being in the chaos state, which is, like, busted. You're invincible and have unlimited ammo. You don't need to use chaos control. You don't need to use chaos blast. You have an infinite blicky. You have a machine gun, a huge one, mind you, because you're on Air Fleet. You could probably get one of the lasers from one of the black arms because you're either killing them or you're killing gun robots. Get yourself one good bouncing laser and then just take out the president's vehicle. It's sick.
Yeah, my favorite part about Shadow the Hedgehog was the president had a picture of Sonic and Shadow in front of the White House posing.
My favorite thing is that his feet were so big.
The president's?
Dude, his feet are huge. He's wearing like size 17s.
He's also the unholy abomination fusion of Bill Clinton and George Bush.
Really? That makes sense.
That's what he looks like.
United Federation president. You know, this makes me think about Adventure era lore. That stuff was a mess.
Yeah,
it really was.
But he turned it around, so it's okay. Thanks, Yuji Naka. I never would have thought about that.
I don't blame them for trying to clean it up the way they have been, because like it gets messy, bro.
You can just do what they do in Resident Evil and ignore it.
That's also fair.
Just enjoy the games for these standalone stories. I mean, you're playing as an anthropomorphic blue hedgehog that goes faster than the speed of sound, trying to stop a top-heavy evil scientist from taking over the world using
The
animals
power of
as
friendship.
fuel. Yeah, well, Eggman's using the power of friendship. You
No,
know
he's
what?
not. My bad.
That'd be an interesting game.
You know
You'll
what?
never
He
stop
did use his
Sonic.
real superpower of teamwork in Adventure 2. And that's why he won. Oh my God.
He didn't win though.
He did, though. He got all 7 Chaos Emeralds.
He did, but at the end of the Dark story, it had a warning.
Yeah, like he got debated by his grandpa, but like, you know what? At the end of the
Warning,
day,
you're not actually winning.
Shadow was the real winner of Adventure 2.
Yeah.
Played Dr. Eggman, manipulated him, carried out what he thought was his wishes. Like, this man was on a winning streak.
They call him Gaslight the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
And also, he pissed on Eggman's wife.
Yeah.
Probably not.
See, stuff like
Man,
that is why
we
like,
almost-
I'm
we
glad
almost
that they
made the
leave
whole
Shadow's
recording.
Past alone. This is why I'm kind of glad they leave Shadow's Past alone. They do not need to dwell on that. That was the whole point of his game, was to tell people, shut up about it. It's over, bro. He knows who he is. He acts the way he does.
They don't explain Maria's relationship to Dr. Eggman.
Cousins.
Yeah, but like, how does he not remember her? Or even like know about her? Like he knows
Maybe
about
he didn't care about her.
That's,
You ever consider that?
No, he's not that kind of asshole.
Are you sure?
Based
He
off
sure,
all the
he
other
sure
games-
was stroking his grandfather's ego when he found out, yo, you trying to crash this thing into the earth? Baby! I would have had the same idea, but I wouldn't go that far, you mad scientist, you.
Yeah,
Okay. you little stinker.
But like, he also looked up to him as a kid, which means he was still alive at that point. I think.
You don't
I
have
don't
to
know.
be alive to appreciate your grandfather's scientific genius.
But I think he was like teaching him as a kid. I think that's what he was saying in the credit scene. And all I know is we all did it together.
Yeah. Look, when it comes to Eggman's family and all that, I really doubt how much of an interaction he had with any of them. I don't know. It seems really complicated the more you try to think about it. But like for me, I don't think he interacted with them. I think he saw the fruits of his grandfather's labor and he got to observe science growing up, and that's what gave him his love. And I think similar to Dr. Wily, he had a massive ego and wanted to be recognized. As simple as that, he wanted to be recognized and he loved himself a lot. He wasn't given the recognition he felt he deserved, so now we go to these remote islands and try to collect animals. Screw you guys. I'm collecting rocks.
I think it was just a product of mid-2000s writing where they weren't planning, like, they weren't trying to do the next Marvel Cinematic Universe. They were just writing a simple game story, and they wrote this one little cool little fact, and they're just like, wait a minute, if we dig deeper, this doesn't make any sense. But it's like, they didn't think about it either, so who cares?
It's like, SA2 damn near was going to be a final hurrah. So blowing a hole in the moon, like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. I feel like it's the last game that actually, like, captured that quote-unquote adventure feel. Like, sure, the more recent games, it kind of feels like an adventure, but at the same time, it feels like it's missing that, like, adventuring spark. You know?
I have to disagree, man. One of the games that has like the greatest feel of like being on an adventure would be Unleashed. Even in both versions.
Say, yeah. I will say Unleashed, yeah, it does feel, but like, I think it lacks. I don't know how to put it.
Stakes?
You know, no, not stakes. I think cinematography.
Cinematography.
Like, yeah, like the cutscenes for Sonic Adventure 2 are the best cutscenes of any Sonic game, period. Like they were.
Man, I don't know. I'd have to disagree. Those are some of the ugliest animated cutscenes because like that's when they started. But like that's when they started mocapping the characters, and that's no good.
That's true, but that's a different. I'm talking like the camera angles and shots. Like it's set up to play like an adventure movie, like Indiana Jones, kind of like B movie. Like all these other cutscenes, they just play out like a skit, or there's not like an evolving sort of like scene. It's just like it's these two people and there's a curtain behind them and listen to their dialogue.
I'm still gonna have to stick with Unleashed on this one. After like recent replays, like the cutscenes definitely give that same feel that you're looking for. Like the cinematography is up there. Like this was a game. This is like one of the first games animated by Marza, which are the people that do a lot of the 3D stuff now for Sonic. See, speaking of Marza, they're they were working on the Sonic movie, so that's why a lot of the past Sonic games have had like whack cutscenes or just like the character portraits.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well known fact.
Yeah.
Still haven't seen that. Still haven't seen the Sonic movies, by the way. And it's kind of weird that the Sonic movies are like the highest regarded form of Sonic right now.
Oh yeah, dude, check them out.
I still haven't seen the second movie. I definitely need to, but I loved the first movie.
They're a way to retrace like Sonic's steps and his origins without feeling like they're trying to be generations again.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Like they do their own thing, you know, while also feeling extremely familiar and faithful, very faithful.
It's a little too modern with all like the references and like the jokes, but that's just me being old jaded. It's me being old and jaded at this point.
Yeah, like movies are always going to be of their time, no matter what.
Hey, Sonic would never floss or dab.
He would. He's a kid.
He breakdances.
He breakdances. What was popular in the mid 2000s? Breakdancing and hip hop. What's popular now? Flossing. But people our age will call that a Fortnite dance. No, baby, that's just what the kids do. And if it's what the kids do, it's probably in Fortnite.
Now I'm trying to think of something that isn't in Fortnite that kids do.
Eat Tide Pods.
No, there's probably a power up those Tide Pods. Oh, that is a thing I do miss, though.
Oh, snap. Yeah, the Chug Jug. That stuff does look like it. Ugh. The shields. Ew.
Yeah. I wish they would bring back the elemental shields from 3.
I honest to God
see
no use for any of them besides the Thunder Shield.
See, I feel like if they evolved the games based off like Sonic 3 where they like made level designs with them in mind, it'd be cool.
I mean, I feel like that's what they did with Adventure 1. What are you going to do with a flame shield in Adventure 1 besides walk on lava in Red Mountain? What are you going to do with the bubble shield besides still fall into the pit in Lost World, you know?
I feel like it's one of those things where you don't have an answer because it hasn't been explored. Like there's no precedent
but it's like
for it.
Even in like fan games where they do try to use the elemental shields, even in 3Ds, like Sonic GT, it's like all the shields really do is make you sail through the air a little bit longer. That's it. And I already don't like sailing in the air as Sonic. I can't fly. Why am I in the air so long, you know?
Because speedrunner do what speedrunner do.
But I'm not a speedrunner. I'm mid at these games. Why can I fly?
Because these dang liberals have figured out how to get politics into speedrunning.
Oh, damn. I hope that's Jet again.
It is.
Okay. All right. But,
add that to the quote list.
Let's see. Man, I forgot where we were. Oops.
We were talking about favorite levels at some point.
Yeah, at some point we were.
Yeah, at some point. Eggman Land, PS3. Nope. Backpedal. Chunan, PS3. There we go. For Sonic Unleashed. Cool Edge, PS2 for Unleashed as well.
Unleashed was for PS2, wasn't it?
It was for PS2, Wii, 360, and PS3. There were 2 versions of Unleashed. Well,
yeah,
3 if you count BlackBerry, but that's lost media.
Yeah, Wii and PS2 were the same version. 3DS, no, not 3DS. What the hell? 360 and PS3 were the same version.
Damn, is the 3DS retro now?
No,
not yet.
I wouldn't call it retro yet.
I think the Wii is technically retro now. Once you turn 20, once it turns 20, it becomes retro. The GameCube is retro now. Did you hear that? Resident Evil 4 is a retro title now.
That is true, and it's still
one of the greatest games seems of all like time. The appropriate number because, like, we were calling the Super Nintendo retro back when we had PlayStation 2s, right?
Yeah, that was 20 years. Well, oh, you're right. Nah. Man,
that was not that much of a time jump. PlayStation 2 and Super Nintendo was not that much of a time jump.
It was like 10 years. I was thinking the Super Nintendo came out in '88.
Oh my god. Wow,
That's what happens.
Zelda 1 was 86.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get old. Time just dilates.
Yeah. Things don't advance as much as they used to anymore.
Like just yesterday, I was waking up, going to grade school with my Game Boy, gonna go play Pokemon Crystal version, try to beat the game.
Oh my god, stop it! No, it hurts.
I guess we gotta hit that next question now. That's oof.
It hurts. Stop it.
Worst 3D Sonic level, and why is it Chaos 4?
See, I was going to talk about Chaos 4. That's why I like people having exclusive levels. So we don't have Chaos 4.
Yeah, never again.
So I'd say Tails Chaos 4. No, it's either Knuckles or Tails Chaos 4. That's my least favorite.
Just the entire thing was awful. Just skip it
entirely. I didn't hate it as Sonic because like it felt designed for Sonic, but the others.
It was also the first encounter with him.
Oh, Chaos Zero. That's cool. I do like Chaos Zero.
That was a good introduction to 3D Sonic.
Oh yeah, like you get adjusted to moving in 3D before you have to worry about any type of loop-to-loops and gimmicks. Like, great.
I think worst stage for me from Sonic Adventure 1 has to go to, and I don't want to make anybody mad by saying this, but definitely all the Big the Cat stages.
Oh man, that hurts. Yeah.
I mean. Wow. His gameplay was for a completely different gameplay style. They just wanted to sell more of the fishing pole peripherals because you know what Sega is? Merchandising first.
To be completely honest, Sonic Adventure 1 was their opportunity to flex how good their water was. The Dreamcast could render good water back then. That's why Chaos is made of water. What's another way to flex your water graphics? Fishing. What's a way to make your game peak? Fishing.
Yeah, you do have a point. And to Big the Cat's credit, he did give us probably one of the better versions of the Emerald Coast stage music.
And I will say, Big the Cat's Emerald Coast stage was beautiful looking.
Yeah.
Because of the Coral Reef. Like, Coral Reef levels are always a pleasure to look at.
100% agree.
Oh, yeah. And the fish were actually really varied. I like that. They all had such nice designs to them.
But it really did not need to be in the Sonic game.
It didn't need to be required in a Sonic game.
Yeah, don't put the most important story moments.
Fishing if it's not required. But that's why I caught the hardest fish in Yakuza 3 on my first trip fishing.
Mad respect for that.
Worst level in Sonic for me would probably have to go to Knuckles Red Mountain.
Okay, I can see it.
Yeah.
Because as open as that level is, the Master Emerald pieces are not far enough to make use of it. That's why the SA2 stages tried to be more like Red Mountain. All right. They had all the space, but because you could only hunt for one emerald at a time, you actually got to be in the stage more, man. I hated beating his stuff in 20 seconds.
Yeah, his levels were awfully designed in Adventure.
Because they were basically just straight up ripped from Sonic's levels. They didn't really add much of anything.
It's more so that they designed it for both characters at the same time. So it's like Speed Highway and then At Dawn for Speed Highway. Like only Knuckles does At Dawn, but Sonic still has to run through that to get to the end of his Speed Highway, you know?
Yeah.
Knuckles is part of Red Mountain is a retooled version of Sonic's Red Mountain, but you can still see where Sonic goes through in Red Mountain. It's I don't know. As in terms of design, that's pretty good use of your assets and time to not have to make everything new.
Yeah.
It's man, it's a lot of resources to make a Sonic stage, bro. This is why I kind of will not miss Boost if we step away from it someday. I want the games to remain 3D. I don't want Mania 2. I wouldn't be mad if there was a Mania 2, but I don't want only Mania 2. You know? But it's time to say goodbye to Boost for a while because I want some meaty stages.
Totally fair.
I actually feel like I'm playing a stage and not just watching a stage.
It really depends on what you're trying to do in your Sonic games. Like if people don't want to engage in their, if they're just sitting through a game, then they'll never have fun. That's why Secret Rings is also like one of my favorite Sonic games. That game is fire.
Oh my god. I don't think I can ever play that game ever unless they give it a proper control scheme.
Have you played it before?
For 5 minutes.
For 5 minutes. No wonder you think it doesn't have a proper control scheme.
Motion control gimmicks I hate.
I wouldn't really call it a gimmick. That was just the controls.
I'm just saying, like, in general.
Yeah. Like, that's also another thing of that era of gaming. People didn't like motion controls. It's not the games themselves. It was the motion control that would sour the experience for people. And if you didn't have an option to turn that off, that was a turn off for players.
It's why I don't like Metroid Prime 3 as much as the other two, because the motion controls were frustrating to deal with.
Oh, no. I still need to finish Prime 2.
Oh, Prime 2 is the best. Hands down my favorite Metroid game. Well, I would say that, but Metroid Dread is peak Metroid now.
But yeah, Sonic and the Secret Rings is really good. If you ever do get the chance,
definitely.
Like if you've got Dolphin, then hey, you can actually set up the controls to work. The only motion controls you have are left, right, and shake, or tilt to the left, tilt to the right, and shake. You just have to set up your accelerometer for one of your sticks. But otherwise, if you take the time to really learn the game, that's the fastest Sonic has ever been in a game.
Oh, I will say that Secret Rings and Black Knight actually feel like Sonic is going fast.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
I feel like they nailed the look of it 100%.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I feel like linearity in a Sonic game isn't necessarily bad. It's what you do with that linearity. You know?
I feel like people don't know what linearity and non-linearity in Sonic truly means either.
Yeah. I definitely have to agree. That's why I never finished Final Fantasy 13.
You know what? Totally fair.
I want to play that game eventually. It seems like a fun time.
It's on Steam.
It is?
Eventually.
Yeah, it is.
The first one?
All three.
What?
Yeah. Not a joke.
Wow. Like, I think I was on chapter 13 of Final Fantasy 13. I don't know how long that game is, but I never got to the part where you could ride chocobos. I was playing that game for hours. People left my party. I unlocked the Crystarium for everyone. All right, like everybody could be whatever role they wanted. That's like how long I played the game. Like so much stuff opened up, but like the game never opened up.
I gotta actually play Final Fantasy X eventually too, but that is a discussion for another podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sonic and RPGs don't mix.
Yeah, I played Chronicles recently. It's pretty good. My problem with Chronicles is that it's overly written. They put
it was a BioWare game.
They went too.
Yeah, I know, but like they went in too hard. If it was their own characters, fine. But like these are pre-established people, and like especially for Shadow, it feels like y'all have him doing a little too much.
Not to mention people had a certain somebody's characters in there, and he sued, and they won.
It wasn't even his character. It was a stupid case, and to be honest, Sega made the right move by flipping him the bird, removing all of that stuff, and trying to make the comics more like the games anyway. IDW is peak. I'm trying to read through Archie right now, and I'm really having a hard time because I'm still on like the early days where like it's still a gag comic.
Archie is laughably hilarious at points, but
Archie is so crazy.
Shout out to Ken Penders.
Mm-hmm.
Except no, but like again, yeah. Shout out to Ken Penders, except no. So if I didn't really answer the question. If I can speed through my favorite characters and levels from the games I played back in this era.
That's right. Yeah,
Roger that.
Yeah. Okay.
Man,
so
these tangents
are great. That's why I do this podcast. Okay. Okay. Speed run. So Sonic Adventure 1, favorite level, Speed Highway, favorite playable character. It's a toss-up, like Sonic, obviously, but then between him, it's a toss-up between Gamma and Amy.
Oh, you enjoyed Amy. Sweet.
I wish Amy's stages actually did more. Like just the fact that she's being chased by a fucking robot in all of them, I get very annoyed. That's just a personal thing.
Wait,
but,
that's like the one thing you didn't like was being chased by Zero?
Well, I don't want to say that's a bad thing, especially considering like what was the name of that section in Amy's Twinkle Park level, Fakery Way or whatever it was called? Like
the funhouse,
the hallway of mirrors.
It's like, man, you have these names down to a T, and I'm like, man, I don't even remember half these characters' names.
Fakery Way was the name of the song.
I'd just call it the funhouse of Twinkle Park.
Yeah, just like the Hall of Mirrors room, like that section was fucking annoying. But then at the end, being able to finally take your revenge and bash Zero's head in with the fucking hammer, I'm just like, yes, thank you.
Yeah, I think Amy's one of the few characters through in the series that, like, over the years actually gets some sort of permanent development. Like, she stopped being such a damsel in distress from the beginning and is like now one of the biggest supporting roles ever.
I think it's an evolution of modern interpretation of like female characters.
Yeah,
can agree with that.
I think it's
Definitely.
just a consequence of the timeline of the time period we're in now.
Oh yeah, which isn't a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. I think it's a great thing because Amy's actually a character now.
Yeah, it's like a character that a lot more people can enjoy, you know, which is why it should be playable again.
You just get into that episode of
her
Sonic
shy
Boom.
demeanor.
You just get into that episode of Sonic Boom where she cracks a joke about like shattering the glass ceiling, and then Knuckles just destroys her arguments.
What? Just because I'm a meathead doesn't mean I'm a feminist. And I'm like
you
tell him, Knuckles.
Travis.
You know, Amy,
Mr. Willingham.
Saying phrases like that implies that women breaking these types of things are the exception and not the norm.
It undermines your argument.
There we go. Yeah.
And it's like, why are you throwing these smart jokes on a show for children at 8:00 in the morning?
That's because Cartoon Network is mean. A lot of these corporate suits are mean. All right. Cartoon Network mistreated Sonic Boom. Sega stays abusing Sonic Team, even though like that is their mascot and that is their mascot developers. It's a mess. All right. Push out content. It's going to come out on this date. We're not budging on that. And even after you release it, you're not going to work on it anymore. It's in the past. It's time for the next one. You know, it's...
This process that we've done has always ended up in failure, and we haven't actually learned from anything. Shock horror.
And like, I feel like it's an administrative thing. It's not a developer thing. Because like, I feel like the developers make their adjustments. Like the things that we had issue with always seem to be addressed, but it's always something new or like just, y'all could have fixed this at some point, you know?
It's the same problem of we want to push this out for the holidays so we can make the most money. But at the same time, these games come out in damaged or broken states that end up tarnishing the reputation of the franchise even more, which I believe in turn diminishes the sales to the point where the best-selling Sonic game in recent memory is a Sonic game that was made by fans of the series instead of the actual developers.
The best-selling Sonic game right now is Sonic Forces and Sonic Forces Speed Battle.
Really?
Yeah, Forces outsold Mania by a lot. Believe it or not, Forces outsold Mania.
That could be argued because it's an OC creator.
Hey,
and people do love their character creators.
They sure do.
No. Sonic OC character creators.
Also true.
You have to split that up because that is a major distinction.
I sure hope that they like bring that back one day. It's probably never going to be in Frontiers, but I would love for the avatars to come back. I don't want them to be like a central part of the game, like in the story. Like that was weird. Like, oh wow, so all of Sonic's friends were useless, but Joe Schmo walks up with Spider-Man powers and a gun, and he's getting more work done than the Ultimate Life Form. Get the hell up out of here.
But hey, Knuckles has some of the best lines in all of Sonic.
War criminal.
No, what was the?
None of this is good, Vector. That's why it's called war.
Yeah.
I call it Operation Big Wave. We're gonna throw all of our forces at him hard. I thought about this plan in like 5 minutes. Oh no, 80% of our force has been lost.
That's like 80% of these people just died.
Just hit him with the "I am a genius." Oh no,
No, but what was like hope is a luxury we don't have.
God, what?
Like
Was that
Knuckles,
Japanese or was that English?
that was English. Like
Oh my
Knuckles.
God.
Knuckles, you're in a Saturday morning cartoon video game.
You say that, but that's some crap they would have said if like we still had Adventure Style. Hope's a luxury we don't have. That's some Silver would have said.
No, it would have been something Shadow says, and then Sonic would be like, "What are you talking about?"
You say that, but Shadow's got good hope.
Yeah, he does. Sonic has been tortured and beaten for several months. Oh, hey everybody, how you doing? I'm doing great. Cracking jokes, tortured for 6 years.
Tying up his hands and legs for him probably is torture, but not like the psychological torture, you know?
Keeping him locked in a cell, because he was pacing back and forth in Sonic Adventure 2.
Boy, he was he was tight. It was barely a day. He couldn't stop moving.
I'm bored, man. All they got in there is solitaire. It's 2001. Where's
he didn't bother to read any of the math in there.
Where's my Pinball DX?
Where's that black hedgehog?
Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
It's locked up because of a black man.
Of this.
Oh my God.
Shadow Fever. No.
Okay, to continue back with my original thing. Okay, speedrun. Sonic Adventure 2, favorite character, Sonic and maybe Knuckles. Yeah, I'd put Knuckles in a solid second place.
Nice.
And then favorite stage, it's a toss-up between Final Rush and Radical Highway.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
Classic,
and of course, Pumpkin Hill because it's iconic.
I almost bust out into song.
I mean, I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm just going to creep.
Down in Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here. I sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I gotta hold my head. I have no fear. It probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. A ghost try to approach me, he got leery.
I always thought it was weary and not leery.
When I was a kid, I always used to think instead of like leery or weary, I always thought when I was a kid, a ghost tried to approach me. Larry! He got married.
Oh no!
Wow, good for him.
Okay, Sonic Heroes. Favorite playable team, Team Chaotix. Favorite level, Bullet Station. No, not Bullet Station. Rail Canyon and Egg Fleet on Team
Rail
Hero.
Canyon was so much fun.
See, there's always something for people who enjoy a Sonic game.
Yeah,
people dump on Team Chaotix, but see, fire.
I mean, they had the most moves out of everyone, and their missions were the most different, which was intrinsically weird, but a blessing, as he said.
Blessing and a curse.
Yes,
playing the same 14 stages as 3 different people at different lengths is crazy.
Yeah, it really is.
Already long. That game already had long stages. Half of the levels were exclusively designed by Iizuka.
Yeah, God. Ugh. But no, Shadow the Hedgehog, favorite level. It is really tough because there's so many levels, but it is
24, right?
It is a 3-way tie.
Ooh.
The Ark, Lava Shelter, and Circus Park.
I love Circus Park. Like if you know how to go fast in Shadow the Hedgehog, Circus Park is cake on the hero mission.
Like I said earlier, Mad Matrix is my favorite song, but I hate that level.
That's the SBO internet level, right?
Yes.
All the internet levels are just like, ugh.
Digital Circuit's not so bad. Literally destroying the internet is just making sure you go around the goal ring and keep going down the path. It's still going fast. You just have to make sure you grab a gun.
The level aesthetic was like peak PS2 era.
It was obnoxious as hell.
Game.
Like you're not gonna see stuff like that again. We have way better cyber designs nowadays.
Yeah,
we really do.
What do they call themselves? The Black Shadows?
The Black Arms.
Black Arms. Their spaceship levels were so good.
Those were creepy.
It just reminded me of. They remind me of like Phantasy Star, with like the runes level. That kind of aesthetic is so good.
I always felt like a final assault every time, and then like the last way is also really cool because it encourages you to spam chaos control because it throws everything they've got at you. It's
and you're supposed to go fast. I think that's like the one hero level where you're like allowed to go fast.
That's last story, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, come on, guys, I want to go fast the whole time.
You
I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight the Black
Bull.
Bull again. Why do I have to fight the Black Bull?
Black Bull versions were there only 2?
Yes.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
It's such an annoying boss.
I think it's effectively the same boss, but you fight it twice.
Oh, the interesting thing about
boss.
Shadow the Hedgehog's bosses is that, like, depending on the stage that you're on, it's a different variation of its pattern. So, like, Eggbreaker has 3 versions of it, but they all have completely different attacks and completely different strategies for taking it down.
Or you can just do what most people do and brute force your way.
Yeah.
Which is not fast, not fun, and counterintuitive. You know?
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
But it worked. But it worked.
Barely.
Then Sonic 06, I admit I never actually finished it, but these judgments are based solely on like the music of the levels actually getting me through. So if I had to, because like I still actively listen to that soundtrack, even though the game is like bad, I still really like it.
I have
the soundtrack is like top 5.
Which one?
If it's off the soundtrack, I predict that you like Dusty Desert and Kingdom Valley.
No.
Maybe Aquatic Base.
Yes.
Aquatic Base Part 1.
Aquatic Base Part 1, Flame Core Volcano.
Oh yeah.
The
The
inlet for Wave Ocean?
No.
Oh.
Solaris Phase 2.
No.
Really?
The first Mephiles battle.
Yeah.
The chase theme for Radical Train.
That's Act 1 or Act 2?
Act 1.
Oh. Huh.
Where it starts in as like.
You like the beats.
Yes.
You like ice cold beats. Damn it.
Man,
that's why
it's almost like you make music.
Yeah.
I mean, you are right.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Like they have a particular feel. It's like those are the ones that specifically don't have that much guitar in them too. You know?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot more keys or a lot more percussion. Like Flame Core still has guitar, of course.
Oh yeah.
Like I think that also has like a polyrhythm in it, don't it?
I think so. I could be
wrong.
I could be wrong.
My music theory is not that good.
I mean, neither is mine. I just brute forced my way through music.
Same.
But no, I can't. Like, wait, Wave Ocean Inlet, is that the one with the electric guitars that start off in it? I like the other Wave Ocean theme. Yeah, that's the one.
You know, my beatboxing is so good that Zoom is asking if I'm playing music.
Wow.
Like they're actually detecting the song.
Dang.
That's pretty good.
I feel good. Zoom, thank you. Set up professional audio in your audio settings.
And then also shout out to it's a cutscene song, for lack of a better term, just Mephiles the Dark's main theme.
Yeah.
It's so like delightfully and deliciously creepy. I love it.
Oh wait, wrong one.
Like, I am Memphis, Tennessee. Nice to yoroshiku onegaishimasu, as they say in Nippon.
Ugh.
I love the Snapcube fan dubs.
Not Ken-chan.
We've only referenced that twice.
That Shadow the Hedgehog. When that Shadow the Hedgehog dub drops, it's going to be a whole nother slew of reference hell.
Oh, I know. I can't wait.
At the time of this recording, we're recording. Bet you didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah. I love Snapcube's dubs, but like I'm not about to like reference them. those for me definitely take second place to Nazo Unleashed, though, in terms of like fan works.
Fair.
Since we mentioned her.
Oh right, yeah, I love that shit. I mean, everything comes second to Super Mario Bros. Z. Let's be real.
I still need to finish Mario Bros. Z, but Nazo
So does
Unleashed. Peak. I do appreciate that the author is like remaking it step by step. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I just wish it would come out faster.
I mean, looking at the animation quality and the amount of effort, and I'm pretty sure he's doing it solo, I'm not mad, but I also do not envy his workload.
No, but I mean that's I mean, he made those other ones, like the original ones, within the span of like 2 years.
Yeah, but like compare those to now.
Yeah, I think the issue is he's a fully working adult. He's not in college or high school anymore, like we all are.
Yeah,
Or passion projects are just that.
exactly. And like, I mean, they're still doing better than a whole lot of other folks, man. Like being able to like actually finish a passion project or to like even make progress on it.
I mean, Patreon was the best thing that could have happened for him, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, Mario Bros. Z is what took me on the career path that I'm on now, which is a skydive into the ground.
So Sonic in character, yeah, face planting. Yeah. I feel that.
Like,
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Dragon Ball Z and Sonic were my two favorite things at the time, and I was like, I want to make shit like this. I'm gonna be an animator. Wait a minute, I like video games too. I'm gonna make video games.
Yeah.
Went to school to make video games. Haven't made a video game yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am sadly in the same boat.
Made like very few things in 3D. Most people hire for 3D work.
I mean, I made a card game.
Like low.
I made a card game that made its goal on Kickstarter. Nothing ever happened to it. Everything just kind of crashed and burned, like most things on Kickstarter.
Oops.
Yeah, live and let live.
At least you're not Keiji Inafune levels of false promises, or are you?
I don't know. We have to have a fan base first.
Damn.
Good point.
Hey, maybe at 10,000 likes, we'll remake the game.
Maybe.
Like, comment, and subscribe, everybody. Follow us on Follow us on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Toby Jones Good Ass Barbecue and Foot Massage.
Barbecue and foot massage. Oh yes,
barbecue and foot massage.
But yeah. So then, what would be your least favorite levels? You went through the whole adventure era.
I really did. Okay, so least favorite levels. I believe I already said for Adventure 1. I do agree with you guys. I do agree with you guys on Chaos 4 for Tails and Knuckles. And I'm also going to put up Chaos 6 as big. That shit was terrible. But
it's either the longest fight ever or the shortest fight ever.
Very true.
There's no in between.
Yeah, but I'm also going to say
song banger.
Oh, banger. I love it. But I'm going to say Knuckles' Lost World stage.
Yes.
Really?
I agree.
I did not like it.
The level was not fun to play through.
So then, least
song.
Least favorite for Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 2. I'm going to have to go with public consensus and go with Mad Space.
Mad Space because of the gravity gimmick, but otherwise, every single Tails level was awful.
I mean, I hated Hidden Base at first, but I kind of got used to it over time.
Mm.
Okay, Hidden Base is the one that I will say is like, quote unquote, the most fun, but every other one is just like, it's just slow and boring.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
And it's not because
his songs went harder.
You wish his songs went harder?
I wish Tails' music went harder.
Yeah, I think that's
I don't know, man.
I
think Prison Lane and Eternal Engine, those songs are bangers.
Those are like 2 songs, and he's got like 5 or 6 stages.
No, Tails only has 4 stages.
He's got Prison Lane,
Mission Street, Eternal Engine,
and
Route 180,
and Hidden Base.
And Hidden Base. Yeah, 5. Okay.
Okay, 5.
But
Route 180 does go fire though.
I think I'm kind of in the same PTSD fueled boat as Chris is.
Tails was just like the worst part of Sonic Adventure 2, honestly.
I feel like he was also like the last part of it too, because it didn't even seem like he was going to be playable. But it was a good idea that they went for that 3-3 split.
You can definitely tell they made Eggman stages first, and then they
the duality of Sonic Adventure 2 works.
Respect for them making Eggman playable.
Oh yeah.
That will forever be his sickest appearance.
It's the best. That's why Sonic Adventure 2 I think is like probably like one of the best Sonic games, is because of like you can play both sides. Unfortunately, it's hampered by some quality control issues, aka the entire Tails storyline,
and just the sands of time being what it is.
Yeah.
In hindsight.
That is a big one. Okay, least favorite level for Sonic Heroes.
Frog Forest. I'm kidding.
No, I actually tolerated that because I liked the song.
I like the gimmick where the frogs like made things grow and die. That was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, but you didn't like the black frogs?
I did that at level 1. I only played through Sonic's storyline and then a little bit of Chaotix, and then got lost on Haunted Mansion, which is my least favorite level. I hated Haunted Mansion. But
I'd say my least favorite level was Bingo Highway.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Fair.
Okay.
Fair.
Yeah, Bingo Highway, 100% the worst level. But I love the Bingo gimmick. The Bingo gimmick was fun, but I hate that level.
I feel like I learned way too late on Bingo Highway that you only get to adjust your direction once before you bounce off of a flipper.
Really?
Yes. So you either get to choose left or right once. Otherwise, it feels like you're fighting it, but you're not. You have no control, sucker.
That makes sense.
Like Bingo Highway. I forget the name of the level that came before it. Casino Nights.
Casino Park.
Casino Park, Bingo Highway, and the Robot Carnival boss fight that comes after that. That's easily the worst part of the entire experience.
Maybe if I were like better at the combat, then I'd enjoy like Robot Carnival, but like those things are
the boss fight. The boss theme is good.
Oh yeah.
But that boss fight sucks unless you team Chaotix because they have a built-in bullshit meter.
Yeah.
True.
Granted, I will also give it that like Robot Storm after Mystic Mansion, that's even worse.
Yeah.
It's like those boss fights are easily the stupidest, and then after them come the absolute best stages in the whole game. Rail Canyon and Egg Fleet.
Yeah. But you know what? The Egg Albatross. Fantastic intro to a theme.
Egg Albatross's theme is fire.
It's also a fun boss fight because you're just fighting a giant Zeppelin and you're just whittling it down. And it just becomes the Egghawk. And like, I've done this before. I'm on board.
I'm still salty that like both Egghawk and Egg Emperor's battle themes are not on the official soundtrack on Spotify or any like release of it.
Oh, Egg Emperor's
that is a sin.
Good.
It is very much a sin.
That is a sin. Cardinal sin. Wow. Also,
that's Sega.
Speaking of Egg Albatross, I'm kind of curious on how that boss would have played out had it been a Shadow the Hedgehog boss.
That would be very interesting.
Because I would much rather shoot the Egg Albatross than thunder shoot it.
You know what? I feel like they should have done that. Make an on-rails Shadow the Hedgehog boss, because they never did that.
One that's not Egg Dealer.
One that's not Egg Dealer. Although Egg Dealer is hilarious. But that about covers it.
That was an arena. That wasn't
there's like 4 Egg Dealer fights, and that's stupid.
Yeah.
It really is.
That was easily the worst designed mech Eggman's ever done. Story and
my latest and greatest creation. One that hurts me outside of my own will. Yeah, baby.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? Shadow Hedgehog is the best game ever because it's the only game where you can not canonically, but actually kill Eggman with a karate chop.
That is true.
To be honest, I don't think he actually kills him. I think he just knocks him the hell out.
Nah, he kills him. If you're doing the full the semi-evil route where you're like one step away from
No. That's how he does it in every single one. Never show your face on the sacred ark.
But I also love that he calls him Doctor.
Got that respect.
I mean, that's my favorite line that Sonic says in Sonic Adventure 2. You become a big time villain, Doctor.
Okay, worst level for me in
He
Shadow
really
the
held a
Hedgehog.
12-year-old at gunpoint.
Really? Worst level for me in Shadow the Hedgehog. I already said Mad Matrix, but I'm gonna add Final Haunt into the mix as well.
Is that the one where you have to put up the shields if you're doing the villain route?
It's the one where you're finding cream and cheese, right?
No, that's Cryptic Castle. That's a pretty sick stage, actually. Cryptic Castle's fire.
Yeah, like I liked Cryptic Castle's music at first, but then I got kind of annoyed with it. Oh yeah, that song is also not on
Very
the Shadow
short.
the Hedgehog soundtrack.
What? Hold on. It's not on original soundtracks?
No, like here, let me look this up.
I have it in my I have the soundtrack. So let me check Sonic Music, Shadow the Hedgehog soundtrack.
Shadow the Hedgehog official soundtrack. These are the level stages.
Yeah, Cryptic Castle. 1-14. Okay, track 14. Whew. Wow.
Okay, it's not on the Spotify release. It's not.
Spotify is a sinner.
Yeah, so here's what's on Spotify: Westopolis, Glyphic Canyon, Digital Circuit, Lethal Highway, the Black Bull Boss, Prison Island, Death Ruins, Sky Troops,
Fire,
Central City.
Yeah.
I don't think I liked that stage as much, but it had its moments.
If Central City let you know that the vacuum weapon was what you needed to do the Knuckles part, I feel like a lot more people would have had a better time with it, because that's also one of the few stages that doesn't require you to get all the bombs.
Yeah, the Blue Falcon boss.
Oh, that's because it's a remix of the SA2 boss, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, there is also another remix of the SA2 boss in there, but it's not on the Spotify soundtrack.
They don't have Flying Dog?
No.
They have. Oh wait. No, Black Bull. Black Bull was already referenced. So Heavy Dog is the other gun soldier.
Yeah, Blue Falcon's in here, but the other one isn't.
I think it's because it's the same song. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Mad Matrix, Lost Impact, Cosmic Fall, the Black Doom boss fights. And The Last Way, and
they don't have any of the event music.
There are event musics. I'm just not listing those.
Oh, because like my favorite song from Shadow the Hedgehog is EG Control Room.
Okay, so the stages whose songs are missing. Let's see. I'm looking through the list. Cryptic Castle, Circus Park.
No way.
The Doom, Sky Troops, the Ark. Although the Ark does show up in
it's in the DJ party.
DJ mix, yeah.
I thought that was Otani's.
Is it Otani?
Probably, yeah. Otani's the DJ mixer.
Okay, the Ark, Air Fleet, Iron Jungle, Space Gadget.
That's crazy.
GUN Fortress, Black Comet, Lava Shelter, and Final Haunt.
That's half the stages.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spotify is lacking. Man, put the good music on there.
I know.
Like most of the good tracks are the missing tracks.
I'm salty too.
Like you pay for Spotify, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
They need to fix that. Oh my god. I got the whole soundtrack.
I mean, I downloaded the whole soundtrack ages ago, so I'm good.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm looking over in my room right now and I'm reminded that there's an Omega figure. And you know which color Chaos Emerald he has?
Aquamarine.
Green?
That damn fourth Chaos Emerald, the yellow one.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's Shadow's Emerald, which is weird because Shadow usually uses the green one. Or the purple one if it's Heroes. I think he was the purple one in Heroes.
No, he always uses green. It was always green.
It just hit him with the downloading we.exe. Holy shit.
That makes 3. Omega nerds.
Nah, we're mainstream nerds.
I mean, you're on this podcast, aren't you?
I am the Omega nerd because I'm the one who's got the more recent experience, don't I?
Probably.
You also know every single Shadow the Hedgehog level my name.
Yeah, almost. But I do replay that game a lot. I got to stream it again so I can play it again.
Yeah. So one question that I have for you guys, I I had like a whole bunch of other ones, but I don't think we'll be able to get to all of them. Which is fine. I mean, which is fine. Like this podcast has been fun enough. But would you want to see any of these games like remastered or remade in any way? And if so, like how would you want them to be? Or like what would you want them to do to the games?
06 deserves a remake completely.
Yes.
Yes.
Adventure 1 and 06 both deserve remakes to be modernized for today's gaming standards, but also to like fully see out that vision.
Yeah.
Adventure 2 doesn't need a remake. If it stays ported forever, that's fine. If the ports
Sonic
are better
Adventure
enhancements, 2. I'm fine.
A remaster wouldn't hurt as long as they don't touch anything.
Yeah, it's like The Last of Us remastered versus The Last of Us Part 1.
Yeah.
Do you want a Part 1 or do you want a remaster? Adventure 2 can be a remaster and I would never be mad.
I'd say the same would apply for me for Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog 2.
Remasters?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind
I could do that. Because a remake of Shadow the Hedgehog would just be a completely different game at that point.
Yeah, just fix a couple issues, update the graphics, keep everything else the same, and you probably got a niche title. Yeah. It won't sell as well as people will want it to because it's a Shadow game.
Maybe.
Sonic Adventure 1 definitely needs like a rework, like a ground up retelling.
Deserves it.
Like Ocarina of Time 3D, you know?
Sonic 06, I'd be more than a little curious to see if they re-release the base version of it, like no work being done to it, like on Steam, just to see like what mods people create for it to make it actually playable.
They did re-release it on the Microsoft Store.
Re-list
it on the Microsoft Store. So if you want the mods, that's your opportunity. There you go. So if I ever get an Xbox One or an Xbox Series, I can now play Sonic 06.
If you have a PC, you can use the Xbox app on it to play it that way.
The Xbox app?
Yeah.
What? I have an Xbox, basically?
Effectively. I mean, I have a Lenovo desktop that came with it, so.
Windows G. Xbox. Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna check that out later. Okay. That is great to know.
Yeah, it taught you something.
Well, I'm about to get that 06 mod loader, baby.
Hey!
Oh, you know what? And if they did a Sonic Adventure 1 remaster, they could modernize it and add like Silver, Chaotix, Shadow, Rouge, Delete Big.
I feel like at that point you just do 06 instead.
No, because I think the story for
Adventure 1.
But he could be like with T-Collar some shit. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with Silver anymore.
They bring him back because he's a nice boy. If we always talk about his future sucking, he ends up like Future Trunks. He can pay us a visit.
Yeah, I mean that's the only reason he's
Sonic Racing.
Just hit him with that. It's no use. Take this.
That's like another thing about certain Sonic characters. Some of them end up like truly doomed. It's been 16 years since 06 dropped, and like more often than not, Silver doesn't really have much reason to come back, but we love seeing him. So like either he's thrown in turmoil again, or he's just here for the hell of it.
And same thing with Trunks and Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
his life has
to suck for people to like him. Otherwise, he's basically Gohan.
Or he's Kid Trunks, and he's arguably one of the worst characters in the series.
Kid Trunks isn't so bad, honestly. Kid Trunks makes sense because Kid Trunks grew up in peaceful times.
Yeah,
he got to be spoiled. You know,
that's why I hate him.
Needing to be a warrior.
I feel like,
that's also why I love. Dragon Ball discussion. Wrong podcast, guys. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I feel like if we get into a giant Dragon Ball discussion, we're gonna be here all night.
I mean, Sonic goes supersonic.
Yeah,
go Super Saiyan.
I don't mind if they take pages from Dragon Ball. Like the overcorrection that they did, where like we'd never see Supersonic anymore, was weird. Like I don't hate a Supersonic finale. It was just I think a lot of people hated that you don't like earn Supersonic and like the emeralds are handed to you.
And it just felt like a Monster of the Week where Supersonic saves the day.
Yeah, I guess. But like now we desperately miss it because it's freaking Mega Wisp Armor every game now.
Yep.
And that's
the on-rail bosses are
worse.
They got to go back to arena bosses. Except they tried that with Forces, but what's his name was boring.
Avatar?
No.
Zavok?
The Z. Zavok, yeah.
I like Zavok. That fight was cool. Shoot, they had a couple of arena fights actually, even if it was like 2D. Infinite excuse me, round 2 was arena. Avatar is part of Death Egg Robot was arena. Egg Dragoon. Well, no, it's classic Sonic, so that's not an arena.
Yeah, especially to go like the Sonic Adventure 2 arena style fights. Those I will say that the Sonic Adventure 2 boss fights are some of the best in the series because they might be bullshit in some aspects, but they were fun.
Yeah.
There was spectacle, and it wasn't like quick time event spectacle. It was like you got to climb up the back of this giant Egyptian statue, and then when you hit it, you fly off. That's kind of cool.
What's funny? I was very bad at platforming in SA2, so I never did the homing attack chain up Egg Golem's back. I would always jump every platform.
Yep, me too. I didn't know you could.
Right. That's game design in the 2000s for you.
Yeah, well, the final 3 I did, but I didn't know you could do it on the bottom 3.
I don't think you can. It's only on the ones that have the lights.
I think they do on the bottom ones.
They don't. The platforms are extremely long. There was no reason to homing attack them.
Yeah.
Also, really weird that the Egg Golem had platforms in it. Ew.
Oh, speaking of best boss fight in the entire era.
Oh, good question.
BioLizard. I'd go with BioLizard, I think.
To the pressure, everything's just like an illusion. I'll be losing you before long.
Such a good
Everett
song.
Bradley is fire.
It was
I'm with you. It started cool, but I never paid any attention to the lyrics of that song.
The Intention of Shadows songs that like you can never understand the lyrics unless you take the time out.
Yeah,
you have to listen to it separate from the game itself.
You will never hear them.
Okay.
But I'd have to agree. BioLizard's peak.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Well, BioLizard when you know what you're doing. Otherwise, BioLizard.
Yeah, otherwise it's one of the hardest boss fights in the series.
If I had to choose per game, I would probably go with Chaos 6 as Sonic and Knuckles for Sonic Adventure 1. Oh, and E101R for Gamma.
Egg Viper.
Mark II.
I think exactly.
I love his theme song. It's like Crazy Robo, right? Or something like that.
Yeah. Sonic Adventure 2, even though BioLizard is solid, I would probably still have to give it to King Boom Boo.
Yeah, I just remember that too because I did say that was peak Knuckles.
It's peak King Boom Boo is peak Knuckles. BioLizard is peak Sonic Adventure 2.
And Sonic boss, I'd say, like an arena Sonic boss.
Fair, yeah.
Except for the one dip in the level where you can accidentally slide off and die.
Yeah.
That part didn't need to be there.
Yeah. Sonic Heroes, Egg Albatross, easy.
Yeah. Granted, not much competition in that game when half the boss fights are literal ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not half, actually. Egg Hawk and Egg Albatross are the only ones that weren't ass. Oh, and Egg Emperor.
That's like the only times you would fight Eggman himself, isn't it?
Yeah, and at that time,
otherwise you're fighting robots or teams. Ew.
Yeah, and at that time you're like, oh, well, spoilers, you aren't actually fighting Eggman. It's Metal Sonic masquerading as him.
Which I didn't hate. Neo Metal Sonic was a cool way to bring back Sonic.
Oh yeah,
back Metal Sonic. That was an amazing way to modernize him.
Yeah, I completely agree. And then he reverted back to his original form once you beat Metal Overlord.
Yeah, that's also an unfortunate thing about Metal Sonic 2 is like they modernized him and like gave him such a cool thing to do, but it's like anytime you use him now, y'all gotta simplify him.
You gotta use the classic design
You're
because
gonna keep using Neo Metal Sonic every time? Because at this point, Neo Metal Sonic is more nostalgic than Metal Sonic himself.
Yeah.
Can you believe that crap? We've been on Stardust. We've had so many remixes of Stardust Speedway, but no more What I'm Made Of.
I know it's madness. Ugh. Metal madness. I'm kidding. But
metallic madness.
I thought that was a stage.
In Sonic CD.
It's Sonic CD with classic Metal Sonic.
I gotta finish playing Origins because I'm still collecting the rocks.
You poor soul. Okay. Best boss in Shadow the Hedgehog. That's tough. I'm gonna have to go with Blue Falcon.
Is that the one where it's the one dude that was Maria's brother?
No.
Did they ever say who that was? Who that guy was?
Just a gun soldier that you send back to Earth from space. Blue Falcon's the one you fight outside of orbit. Flying Dog is the one you fight with Doom inside of the arc.
With Sonic, which I think is cool because you have to like homing attack off Sonic to hit him in the head.
That's Diablon. That's Gun Commander.
Okay.
That's final boss. Yeah.
That's my favorite.
He wasn't Maria's brother. He saw her as family, but they were just friends.
Okay.
I will say,
which is also another.
Even though it's a stupid fight, I still love Egg Dealer.
Respect.
Just because of the sheer stupidity and the simplicity of it. And it's like, oh, slot machine. If you happen to get it before Eggman can, then it uses it against him.
I think that's like peak Sonic campiness for a boss fight, and
because we sure didn't have a casino level, did we? Aside from Circus Park, there was no casino.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, well, because Shadow doesn't do casinos because Shadow's edgy. He's not.
Shadow does casinos. He gambles. He's a gambler.
He's not your Sonic.
He's been to Bingo Highway.
And then he hated it. He's like, oh, too many colors.
Even though it's hard to quantify this one, I still say that the first Mephiles fight as Shadow in Sonic 06 is still it's still fun. It's just
Shadow's the only one who fights him, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh.
Unless you count Solaris.
No, I don't count Solaris because that's
yeah.
It's just jank as hell because that game is jank as hell, but still it's still fun only because of the song.
I feel that.
And then it goes in the second stage, and you're just like, you gotta go Kaioken, and it's like,
I never Kaioken'd as Shadow. I was such an idiot back then because I forgot about it.
Everybody did.
Yeah, it wasn't until I unlocked Chaos Blast that it was like, oh right, I can do that, and then I still never did it again.
Except I think you're supposed to for that boss fight.
Or you can try and then you fail and then Omega shows up, and that I think is the only time you play as Omega. I think I'm wrong there.
You play as Omega 3 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you play as everybody several times in the levels themselves, but only a couple
even
people have
Amy.
bosses.
I remember having to replay Flame Core 3 times because you know the section where you're playing as Knuckles, and when Game Grumps were playing it.
You got stuck on the wall and you never
they got stuck on the wall. Yeah, that happened to me twice.
That's almost an everyone glitch, to be honest.
Yeah, that was a rather common one that most people who played Sonic.
Yeah, the only thing I did to rectify that was literally just climb down onto the ground or hit lava. Or die, since I'm in Flame Core.
Yeah, death is easy to accomplish in that level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the RNG meteors at the beginning of the level.
Oh Lord.
I think I saw a clip of some guy, he fell off the side, died, restarted the level going through the loop-de-loop, and one of the things hit him before he could even collect rings. It was entirely automated, so he couldn't do anything. So he died before he could even actually control Shadow or Sonic.
Sonic. Well, I think they were both in it.
They both do Flame Core.
You could play Flame Core as Sonic or Shadow.
Oh yeah, no, everybody except I think Silver had Flame Core too, didn't he?
No,
I think everybody has every level.
Yeah, everybody's got every level.
Oh, maybe Blaze had Flame Core. No, Silver did.
No, Silver had Flame Core.
I don't think Silver ever had Flame Core because
it was
like,
Flame Core is his last level because he fights Iblis after that for the last time.
This is final level.
Is it?
Because there was there's the doors that pop up, but you can super dash through them.
Mm-hmm. That stupid short dash.
I just remember you can never go to aquatic base as Sonic.
Yeah, you can. That's where you play as all of Team Sonic.
Oh, really? I never got past certain points and like.
Oh, that's Sonic's last level.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
After beating aquatic base, that's how he gets onto the egg carrier to fight the egg wyvern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then
which is so weird because like Eggman repurposed aquatic base.
You're trying to wrap your head around the Sonic 06 story when you can't.
Yeah.
I'm
just know that he wanted a SpongeBob popsicle. That's it.
Yeah. Like Shadow and Silver were in the past for aquatic base. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles were in the present.
Yeah, that's fair.
Simple as that. Eggman probably did repurpose it. Easy.
He likes to do that. Hey, he's good. He's a good real estate guy, you know?
I mean, yeah, he makes good use of resources.
Yeah, he made Eggman Land. It was a nice attraction.
Mm-hmm. Too bad the food sucked.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
The lack of chili dogs really killed it.
I sure would eat one of Eggman's like dinner sandwiches though. That hoagie looked.
Yeah.
Scrumptious.
Dang it! Now I'm hungry. I sure could use a chili dog right now.
It's a good thing I got Arby's out here.
Oh my god.
I could go for some of their mozzarella sticks right now.
Oh, I just want some fries. I want some fries.
Oh man, we're so bad.
Yeah. Okay. So one last question I have before we wrap up, because I know you said something to the extent, Denzel, of like you hoped Sonic Boost would go away. Is that's the fan creator program, isn't it? Or am I thinking of something else?
Fan creator program?
Or like whatever they had that was I'm completely wrong. Never mind. So like, okay, forget all that. But then so my question is, considering like Sega allows fan games to an extent, like would you guys ever consider doing a Sonic fan game, and how would you do it?
I would like to do a Sonic fan game, but I feel like one issue I've had with many fan games, this is Sonic Utopia, Sonic GT, and like many other 3D Sonic fan games, is that like there is a lack of a cap on your speed. Okay. I understand rewarding players with speed and being able to go fast and whatnot, but I feel like the amount of speed that you're able to gain leads to you being able to sail over a lot of the geometry or the levels to look pretty awful to be able to fit to be able to account for that speed. It's like even in the boost games where you're like fast as hell, like you can still see that these are like paths and not like wide corridors that are supposed to be grassy fields, you know?
Yeah.
I would definitely put in speed caps, and personally, rolling physics would have to get nerfed hard.
Which I don't think is a good thing, because the rolling physics was the best part about Classic Sonic.
Yeah, but this isn't Classic Sonic. That's the thing. That unfortunately, that's not gonna translate into 3D.
Yeah.
Like that's why they've been nixing it every game. That's why they've done something against it every game. That's why we have the boost. It's like, you know, like I get that it's really fun and it's like a lot of people's favorite thing from the classics, but it did not translate well in 3D. That's why it was so busted for the high level players, you know?
Yeah.
Like I want to make something that's fun because it's fun to use, not because like you can abuse the hell out of it and like break the game. Because that's what Spin Dash really did. Like super bouncing is not something your typical player is going to do in SA2, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
I think that's like high level speed running play that most people won't think about.
Yeah. Like that's some crazy stuff. People don't super bounce. That's also another thing. A lot of fan games, especially the ones that never finish, are the ones that try to have all of Sonic's moveset in it instead of like having a decisive, cohesive moveset. one that you'll actually use throughout the levels. There's no point in having both the stomp and the bounce. Like, you can explain it away however much you want, but like, you design around one or the other, not both.
I think that's the big issue, is that a lot of these people are fans and not like game designers in any sense.
Yeah. And some people, as it
you gotta
turns out,
learn
unfortunately
somehow.
get some inflated egos from it, because it's like, people enjoy their stuff, which is great, but like, I'm not going to pay $60 for it if you released it professionally. And you know that damn well.
That's kind of how I feel about.
It's a starting point.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about like the remake of Zelda: Link's Awakening for Switch. I'm like, this is a fun game and it looks very nice, but I wouldn't have paid $60 for this, which I did because I'm a fool. But
that's what Link's Awakening DX felt like. Or wait, what was it called on Switch?
Just Link's Awakening.
Oh man.
I mean, it's very nice to look at, and the remastered music is very cool, but at the same time, like, it is so not worth $60. I love it
because it's like really just Link's Awakening again, or
pretty much like like it's the same length. They didn't add anything outside of a dungeon maker, which is entirely optional, and like it's pretty much just the exact same game, and you go about it the exact same way, which isn't bad.
$60.
Yeah, like it's like a sub
that price of entry.
It's a sub 8-hour game that's worth $60.
Oh hell no!
I mean, look at Sonic Origins. It's a sub 8-hour game that's worth $40.
Yeah, it's sub 8 hours if you know what you're doing.
You can justify that a little bit more though. Like 60.
You replay Sonic games.
That is true.
Yeah,
like
fair enough.
$60, no, but $40 for like a whole.
And even then, that's DLC.
Yeah, $40 for like a whole bunch of games in like one package that have infinite replayability. Granted, it has its problems, so I've heard, but at the same time, like, you can't quite beat $40 for like how much you're getting.
Yeah. Although I still feel so deflated because Mega Collection Plus is still a Mega Collection.
Question: Does the Mega Collection use the original Sonic 3 soundtrack?
Yes, because it's a port.
It's a port.
If it's a port, it uses the original music. But it's because they took the effort to remake it, which people demanded for over a decade. Hey, guys, remake this. I know it's ported on Steam and has all the original music, but I'd appreciate it if you guys remade it so it's accessible and like we can like mod the fuck out of it. Which I mean, they did.
I mean, widescreen support.
Pretty much, yeah. That's it. Simple.
Sonic fans don't know what the fuck they want. I mean, I'm not talking about y'all, but to anybody listening who feels like they have to disagree with what I just said, you know who the fuck you are.
Man, I don't know what I want. I know what I want, but I don't know what I want, which is why I was like so nervous about Sonic Frontiers, because personally, I don't think Sonic works in an open world. Like, with the people that have tried to make open world Sonics, I'm like, bro, this is bad.
Yeah,
this is not good.
Look at this. Look at what you can do, but it's like you're literally just flying through the air. This doesn't. I mean, this looks like you're playing that Sonic Ball game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But like, I don't know. With what they're showing off with Frontiers, I can see the structure in that while also still being open. I feel like they took what they learned from Adventure Fields, as Izuka said in the interviews recently, actually, even though this month feels like a total wash in terms of Sonic Frontiers news. But hey, that's another thing for another time. But like, it really does feel like they took what they learned from the Adventure Fields and just incorporated level design elements into the world. Like, compared to other fan games or stuff, open environments I've seen, this looks like it'll be fun to traverse. Hopefully, this will be a very meaty game.
We hope.
Yeah. Maybe I need to sober up. Who knows? Because after the Villains trailer of Forces, I can't believe they're marketing anymore. The marketing has been an L since Forces, because they took advantage of me.
I mean, is that Villains trailer better or worse than the marketing of Mighty Number 9, like an anime fan, like crying like an anime fan on prom night?
The Villains trailer was the hypest trailer I had ever seen in a Sonic game since the announcement of Unleashed. Because
They promised that you would fight Shadow.
No, they promised that they would appear. That was what they promised. Like,
you know what?
You know what?
They
appeared. They were in the game. They sure were. But
if Mephiles had shown up in that trailer, all hell would have broken loose.
Like, I was mowing I distinctly remember the day that trailer dropped. I was mowing the lawn. All right. I was in the front yard. It was 90 something degrees. My phone was at like 15%. Trailer dropped. Boy, I see Infinite, Zavok, Metal, Shadow. Man, I'm like, yo, we fighting all of them? What's up with the story? Like, that game had some actual mystery and mystique, and it's like, wow, when you actually see what goes on, this is droll as hell. Shadow didn't even do anything. That wasn't even Shadow. That was literally a fake hedgehog.
Yeah, which Shadow comes out, kicks, and he's like, Sonic, you're an idiot, and leaves.
It was a fake. I was locked up in virtual reality for 3 months. That's why I didn't contribute anything to the story. But now that you're back, I'm gonna go ahead and sit my ass down over here and like shoulder bump everybody in the final fight.
Yeah, but he kicked Infinite so hard, and he's like, I never want to see your face again. You know what Infinite did?
Don't show your face around me ever again.
And then he put on a mask. Infinite is a terrible character. His voice is fantastic. Liam O'Brien never really misses.
We love Gara.
Yeah. But then his theme's amazing, but then you see the actual character, like, this guy sucks.
That's because the story didn't like commit to anything.
They never elaborate on what he does, what his backstory is, what his purpose with Eggman is.
That's because Sonic Forces also had required reading.
There's no plot to this game.
Like, there is, but nothing solid. Yeah, oh my god, like Sonic has been abducted. Oh my god, Sonic's dead. Oh no, it turns out he's alive. Oh my god, they've been torturing him. Oh no, it turns out he's fine. Oh my god, let's break him out. He broke himself out. Okay. Eggman took over 99% of the world. Don't worry, we're gonna fix this in an afternoon, even though Eggman says 3 days, like Heroes again. Oh my god, they have a Phantom Ruby prototype. Oh my god, I have my own. If I have a Phantom Ruby prototype, I can nullify him. Oh my god, the sun is gonna crash on us. Don't worry. I can nullify.
They should have died instantly from that, by the way.
I mean, hey.
If the sun was even like 15 feet closer to us or some arbitrary number, the Earth would incinerate. Don't quote me on that.
Look, we got lucky on the dice roll so many times to be here.
Thank God Infinite's not here though. So, I mean, he is the toughest of mountains. He is the roughest of waves.
He just vanishes. I created the Phantom Ruby and I put it in this guy's chest. Oh, this guy got busted? Don't worry. I have a secret. I'm going to suck him up and I'm going to use him as my final robot. Oh my god, was Infinite the flicky inside of the Death Egg robot?
That would be amazing.
Maybe Infinite's not dead and he just got released like every other animal.
Just waiting for him to show up in Frontier like, sup bitches, I'm alive.
Because like, virtual reality and then we're going to cyberspace in Frontiers. I mean, maybe Liam O'Brien's back on the case. Big the Cat's going to be in the game, which he probably isn't. No. I know there's going to be fishing. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I've been such a whore for leaks, man. Like, man, Sonic Generations ruined me. There used to be so many YouTube videos talking about leaks, and then like the whole game got data mined after the second demo dropped. And like, I don't think I've ever been like not spoiled for a Sonic game since the Lost World.
You win some, you lose some.
I think that's just also a product of aging. Like, you just don't have that same level of excitement anymore.
Also, that same level of patience to just wait for stuff.
Oh no, my patience was way worse, dude. The turmoil I went through waiting for Sonic Riders Zero Gravity to come out was rough. I would go onto the game site every day and just look at the beautiful aesthetics that was Zero Gravity. Even though that's my least favorite Riders game.
That was me for like Super Smash Brothers Brawl for like 3 years.
Let me go ahead and just throw out another controversial take. Sonic Free Riders is the Sonic Riders 3 that everybody wanted. Its downside is that it's on the Kinect.
I can agree with you there. I still think it's funny that like
motion gimmick was awful.
I still think it's funny that like all of those songs, save for like Metal City, which got ported in, they all use GarageBand samples.
That's hilarious.
And the funniest part is Metropolis Speedway, I think the level is called. Yeah. It uses the same samples used by New Los Angeles in Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Oh yeah. Isn't there also like a Xenoblade song that has the guitars from it?
Yeah, it's Ricky's theme from Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition.
Ricky. Yeah.
Yeah, like it just awkwardly, like you just hear like Western like folkish instruments, and then it automatically cuts away to a GarageBand sample that's an electric guitar, and then it goes back to it, cuts back into it again, and then like it oddly goes flamenco because you hear like castanets and shit.
Oh God.
Like that song is all over the place, which is accurately representative of that character.
Oh God.
Which is ironic considering like even though his character is like wacky as fuck, he's still one of the best characters in that game.
That's just
best party member.
Mm.
Bar none. But that's a discussion for another podcast. Assuming I can actually get people to do a Xenoblade episode, but yeah, you never know.
You gotta find like the 3 people that play Xenoblade.
True.
Yeah, and out of everyone I know, I'm the only one.
Yeah, you found the 4 people that play Cold Steel.
That is very true, actually.
Like the 4 of 13 people that played that franchise.
I still need to get on Trails in the Sky though.
Yeah, I gotta finish 3.
I mean, when Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes and Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak and eventually Xenoblade 3 and Soul Hackers 2 stop eating away at my life, then maybe I will finally get to Trails in the Sky.
Direct come out recently?
Yeah, it did.
Oh wow.
There's a lot in it, and I'm so excited.
Oh sweet, I'm happy for y'all.
But that
I'm always
actually play it
for people to like get stuff from their series, man.
Yeah, but that's like a me thing. I don't know if like anybody else will actually pick it up.
I know a couple of people who are Xenoblade fans. I don't know if they're mutuals though.
We'll find you and we'll make you play the game.
One of these days. I mean, I've got Dolphin.
I would recommend for that. I know we're like way off topic. I would recommend for that, in terms of the original, play the Switch remake. Because those graphics on like Dolphin for the Wii version, those are jarring.
I'm really feeling it. That's all I know about Shulk.
I mean, if you play Smash Brothers, that's all you need.
Now it's Shulk time.
Yeah.
I like your attitude. That's Rex.
Worst.
Pyrrha.
Worst Xenoblade protagonist by far, Rex.
I just hate his outfit.
I hate his everything. But that is a discussion for another episode. Well, I dare say
the Sonic Storybook series. That series deserved better.
Yeah, like the Sonic Storybook series, because we only got like 2 of those games. I would have been so interested to see if they did like a Sonic Storybook thing set in feudal Japan.
True, that would have been fire.
Like feudal Japan, Victorian era, London.
Romance of the Three Kings, Sonic the Hedgehog, Knuckles is Oda Nobunaga. It'll be Dr. Eggman, actually.
Romance of the Three Kingdoms is Chinese, dude.
What's a worldwide popular book that has like a whole world?
Man, Dynasty Warriors has me all sorts of confused. Shadow would be Lubu, though.
A lot of people were always hoping for like Greek mythology.
Oh, that would have been cool.
You know what? The Odyssey.
Oh.
Sonic and the Odyssey would actually work.
It would, wouldn't it? And then like all all of the stages are like all of the islands that Odysseus visits on his journey.
Is that why Mario Odyssey plays out the way it does?
No.
Oh,
Well, maybe actually.
I've never actually read the Odyssey. But like, y'all mentioned something from Greek mythology that's like, big adventure.
I saw the DuckTales episode about the Odyssey, but that was like 20 years ago.
Oh god!
I swear they turn into pigs at one point. I think The Simpsons did one too with Homer. He's like, "Hey, I am a pig."
Spider pig does whatever a spider pig does.
Yeah, Sonic Odyssey would work. It's got to be like the main story of that area, like 1001 Nights for like the Arabian area. You got King Arthur for
Sonic and the Black Knight,
for England and all that.
Japan would be feudal era. China would be Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Greece would be, like we said, the Odyssey.
Yo,
Australia could be the Emu War.
Do we have any like good Western stories, like Wild West stories? Because I sure would like Cowboy Sonic.
Oh, that would be fun.
I mean, you've got Lois and Clark.
They did it in Sonic Shuffle. Cowboy Sonic with a pistol.
Luke, you could do Lewis and Clark. You could do I want to say the Alamo, maybe.
Sonic saying "Remember the Alamo" as he gets shot in the back of the head.
Yikes!
I don't know if I want that because the Alamo is pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want that either.
Yikes! Damn. Yeah, the western side of the planet just has lame stories, huh?
Yeah, the U.S. kind of fucked everything up.
U.S. Europe.
Yeah.
True.
It was Daddy's fault.
Oh, actually, Sonic and like the Central American cultures, that might be neat. Like El Dorado. There you go. Sonic.
El Dorado.
Ooh, Sonic on the road to El Dorado.
That actually could work. And
El Dorado is just nothing but rings.
El Dorado's a loop-de-loop. Holy crap.
We get Gold Steel Sonic as a final boss.
I almost thought you said Cold Steel Sonic, and I'm like, what?
Oh man, it would be so sick. Because like the Storybook series always had exclusive super forms, bro. I miss Darkspine Sonic and I miss Excalibur Sonic. Those are like some of the few times where Sonic is like extremely powerful without himself actually being golden.
Because he's golden as Excalibur Sonic.
No, his outfit was gold. He's still blue.
He had gold on him. That counts.
The armor is gold, but he's still blue. The sword is what gave him power, but like no emeralds, no supersonic, no nothing. Like that's pretty sick. Golden armor is fun, but like you can still see his legs. It's sick.
Oh, and this could
gold and blue goes fire.
So, the first game, Sonic and the Secret Rings, he's sick, so he misses his date with Amy. Sonic and the Black Knight, he
gets sucked into the book.
Yeah, he misses his date with he misses his date with Amy. Sonic and Odyssey, he's recounting this story in the hospital because Amy beat him up for missing his date.
So would that mean that like somebody Tails visited him?
Yeah, like a bunch of the kids are like he didn't actually get injured. He's just at the hospital telling this story, but he's under the guise that he got injured, just so like he doesn't catch crap from Amy. And that's the end of the game. Like Amy comes and he's like, Sonic, what are you doing here? And he's like, gotta go, kids. Don't do school and remember, go to drugs.
And I'm gonna miss that era of writing so much.
Yeah.
Because like
modern one is like doesn't cut it.
As much as like people like Ian Flynn, I like him too. I do, but like I do feel like he does have his shortcomings when it comes to certain characters. You know, he does write great dialogue though. I will 1000% give him that. That is some good stuff.
Yeah, he knows how to do banter.
Yeah. But like that's a thing that people have been raving about lately is these quote unquote Sega mandates. I know you've been trying to wrap this up, but now that I'm mentioning the Sega mandates.
Why does this feel like a manifesto?
Oh boy.
The Sega manifesto. This is what has to happen for Sonic.
I'll give you 5 minutes for this.
Let's see. Let me whip out the Sega mandates, Sega Sonic mandates. Damn, I hate Bing. But either way, there are a couple of mandates that a lot of people, it's just rumors for the most part. I don't know what's like actually confirmed. Like sometimes it's brought up by some people or some writers. It's like, well, yeah, Sega said I couldn't do this. It's like one of them being that the Master Emerald doesn't do anything. Sonic is no longer allowed to lose.
Yep.
Not allowed to show extreme emotion.
Yep.
No relationships.
Thanks Ken Penders.
No, I don't blame Ken Penders. Wait, you know what? Yes, thanks, Ken Penders. Thanks for showing how weird these things can be if they're actually in the series.
Thanks, Penders.
He's the one who made Sonic cry for not going to a wedding, and that's what started.
He's also the one that made Sonic get cucked by Bunny by using Evil Sonic / Scourge.
Yeah, I mean, like,
why was there implied sex scenes in a Sonic comic, guys?
Because Ken Penders.
There was a lot of implied sex.
Because Ken Penders.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, bro! I was like 10 when I was younger than 10 when I learned about the Archie comics. Oh my god! Like,
I was 42.
Oh man, you guys didn't bring anything to the beach. How are you guys gonna have fun? Tails walks away. Antoine and Bunny looking at each other. He's wondering how we gonna have fun. She's like, hey, Bunny, stop! Chill out. He's too young. He don't know. You don't.
Bunny,
know.
You want to play some Monopoly?
I will say there's something similar to that with because I'm looking at this on my other monitor too. There's something similar to all this with Zelda as well. Like in every single Zelda game, apparently it was a Nintendo mandate that like Link was not allowed to like receive or give any kind of like overt romantic affection to anybody. Like he couldn't receive a kiss or give a kiss or like any of that shit. Like even after like rescuing the princess. So I have to commend the people who were making the Twilight Princess manga who fought, and I mean fought, for like Midna for Midna to kiss Link in the final chapter.
That was the final chapter?
Yeah, it was.
Oh
shit.
That's why it's been floating around so much. Okay.
Yep. Like they had to fight to be able to do that. And then when Nintendo saw what they drew, they were just like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's not like they were trying to go hard.
Yeah, like that yeah, it's not so bad. Like it's a goodbye peck to your brother.
I mean, I've heard the manga for Twilight Princess. I mean, we're almost as off topic as Sega is with their franchise, but the Twilight Princess manga is really good. The art's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
I've got to read these Zelda manga someday.
Do it.
They're very good.
Skip some of them.
I think Viz has them available for purchase, so I might buy them digitally.
They do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sweet. But yeah, them Sega mandates. Like I really actually do not hate a lot of them. A lot of people will chalk it up to, oh, see, that's why that's why Shadow acts like Vegeta nowadays. But it's like,
man, you got that down to a T.
But it's like, my guy, how many times are you as a writer going to use Maria or the Ark as a crutch for Shadow's character? Like, there is a whole lot that you can do with him that doesn't have to revolve around the Ark or having some sort of a sisterly figure.
See, but that requires like thinking pretty hard about writing a story, and these guys don't really think that hard about writing stories. Not to say that they're bad. I mean, it's their job.
Yeah,
but it's like,
I'm talking about like the external materials, because like Shadow's not in the stories in the games. He was barely in Forces. He didn't do nothing.
I mean, he did like arguably the coolest stuff in the entire thing, which was kick the shit out of Infinite.
Caused the conflict in the first place.
He kicked the shit out of Infinite.
That's another thing I feel so bad about Shadow for. You want to talk about him being Vegeta? The only thing Vegeta about him is that like when he's in the story, it's usually his fault that things are going on. Mephiles, Shadow's fault. The Ark coming down to Earth, Shadow's fault. Infinite?
Sort of.
Shadow's fault. No, the arc was completely Shadow's fault because that's what he wanted.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Shadow the Hedgehog specifically. He was made. That wasn't
no. His game was not his fault. He just exists, which, unfortunately for him, is a sin.
Which is his fault.
That's like that's his entire turmoil in the first place. It's like, damn, why do all these issues happen just because I exist?
Man, so you're saying he's less like Vegeta and more like Ace from One Piece.
Goku.
It's like, why was I born? And then Dr. Eggman's like, that's something you have to live to figure out.
Oh, damn, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
That
fire.
Read One Piece.
That's yeah, man. This month-long break is gonna kill me. The theorists are already going crazy on Reddit.
Already, they've been since like 4 chapters ago.
It's been 2 days. It was like 3 days since the chapter came out, and people were frothing with like the craziest crack shot theories. I gotta go. I'm gone. You know?
Yeah, I love One Piece. To all you folks out there who haven't read or watched One Piece, and it's like, oh, it's too long. Oh, I don't have the time. Make time. Listen, make some time. You won't regret it.
I am also
One
of
Piece
that sentiment. Make some time.
And
Yes,
as of this
make
year,
time.
2022, Manga Plus is doing this campaign right now where you can read every single thing on their thing for free once. So you can read through the entire thing of One Piece for free, legally, I should mention. And the only caveat is that you can't go back and reread it. But it's One Piece. Why do you want to go back and reread it? I mean, it's One Piece. You want to go back and reread it. But the first time, you want to read it all the way through first.
Also, keep in mind that a digital subscription to the Shonen Jump app or the website is only $1.99 a month.
Which is also a fantastic deal.
Yep.
Like so many chapters you have access to.
Unfortunately, I don't think it has Dragon Ball Z on there or Dragon Ball. I think they're re-pushing. It's got like the first 10 chapters.
I'm about to
I'm on
check
the
that.
app right now. It's got Dragon Ball Super for sure. It's got the Frieza arc in full color. It's got all of Dragon Ball, 194 chapters.
Oh, okay. Color me wrong.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super. It's all there. Even the time I got reincarnated as Yamcha.
Which is hilarious, by the way.
Yes, I love it.
The fact that's a fan comic that got so popular that it got published officially.
Yeah, we're not going to spoil that, though. It's 3 chapters long. Y'all got to go give that a read. That's the twists and turns. The twists and turns are crazy. He got isekai'd into Yamcha.
As a Dragon Ball fan. They've been like getting isekai'd into Shadow the Hedgehog as Sonic. No, not as Sonic, as Vector. Knowing full well the events that are going to happen. What are you going to do? Are you going to find the computer room?
You need the computer room because last story ain't going to happen without the computer room, as it turns out.
The computer room. Shadow,
that's also another thing I like about Shadow the Hedgehog, since we brought it back up. The last story connects everything you've done into the up to that point. So like even if y'all don't like certain story beats, like they all still return. The computer room comes back, Shadow being potentially fake, Gun Commander, like it all converges into one final little plot.
But it's also got the best cut scene where everyone gets paralyzed and like those things are going up and down trying to attack them and they're frozen and Shadow unfreezes and leaves to go fight Black Doom, and it's like these guys are about to get eaten alive maybe or clip through. It's hard to tell because it was for the PS2.
Yeah, they were gonna get eaten alive, but like I'd rather kill the leader of the hive mind.
Because if you do, they go away. So it's
like, I'm literally the only one alive that can move because I have daddy's blood in me.
And then she's like,
wow, Shadow has 2 dads.
I didn't see that coming. Oh crap.
That's nice Sean Schummel you did there. Good work.
That was Black Doom.
Hello, I am Black Doom.
That's Goku.
Wait, Sean Schummel was the voice of Black Doom?
Sean Schummel is Black Doom.
I am not convinced.
Google is free, baby.
It says the dude who uses Bing.
That's because my Google Chrome is acting. That's because Google Chrome is acting up, so I'm using Edge.
Holy shit, you're right.
Yeah,
it's Sean.
I'm looking it up. Sean Schummel. Yeah.
You know what's even crazier? The Japanese voice actor is the voice of Dabura in Japanese for Dragon Ball Z and the Ox King.
Oh wow!
Holy shit, he's Crocodile from One Piece. Oh my god, Black Doom's got
Japanese Doom?
Yeah, Japanese Doom is Crocodile.
That's amazing.
That dry laugh, yes.
So do we have anything else that we want to shout out outside of play Sonic games, read or watch One Piece, Manga Plus, and Shonen Jump?
You should name this episode Sonic Adventure 2, but strike out Sonic Adventure 2 in like the strikeout font, and then just put Shadow the Hedgehog.
I don't know if I can do that in Anchor's text parameters.
Oh damn!
If you can do it,
I can try.
I feel like because it's like a basic text thing, you should be able to do that.
I'll
maybe.
Try. I will try.
This is supposed to be Sonic Adventure 2, but we talked about shit.
For folks who play Sonic games already, who are like longtime fans, if there are games that y'all haven't touched in a long time, but also like have access to or have a curiosity for, replay them. Definitely give them another try. Play them with an open mind. Take the time to like actually learn the game and not just play it on the surface. If you play it on the surface, you'll end up like me when I was 7. I used to hate all the classics, all of them, because I sucked. Anytime I'd play Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection, Sonic 1 would have 0 stars. You know? But no, I actually enjoy a lot of the classics now, even if I don't see that as the future of the series. You know?
And just be like Sonic. Just have an optimistic outlook on life. If things look tough, tough it out. Or if you've got time to worry, then run. Words to live by.
Just hit 3 miles in the opposite direction of your problems. There you go.
Marriage giving you trouble? Run. Kids aren't going to bed? Just run. Late for a meeting? Just run.
Well, hey, that works.
This video game's pissing you off? Go for a run. Tire yourself out. Refresh your mind.
Also, for our diehard Sonic fans that may be listening to this, please play other games too. There's so much you can glean from just having a broader mind or a broader idea of the games that are out there. Like, would you believe me if I told you that Takashi Iizuka was inspired to make Shadow the Hedgehog because he played Jak 2 after making Sonic Heroes because he got his ass handed to him working on half of those levels by himself?
Also, it's okay to like Mario games.
It's okay to like other games.
Mario is good. Don't you?
It's okay to like.
Mario
It's okay to like the games that people dislike.
They shook
and
hands
vice
at
versa.
the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're burned out on Sonic, try another mascot platformer like
For the love of God, please.
Like Freedom Planet or Spark the Electric Jester.
What?
Or the
Those
greatest franchise,
are...
or the greatest franchise of all time, Bubsy the Cat.
Oh, fuck off.
God. But you know what? Most of all, take the time to learn about the folks who work on the games that you enjoy. Okay.
Yes.
These are real people that work on these. They dedicate mind, body, and soul to making the content that we consume. Regardless of how you feel towards them, towards the games themselves, like nobody intentionally wants to put out something bad. All right. The plan was always for people to enjoy it. Okay. Take your time, do your research, know who's doing what. Maybe try to learn what these roles entail before trying to point the finger and just rally and be unkind on social media. You know?
Yeah.
Just think about how you would be in their position. Would you appreciate it if people called you out for bullshit?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, very true.
Like,
very true. Very true.
Think about this, folks. Takashi Iizuka has been on Sonic Team and worked his way up since Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That was the first game he worked on. And as it turns out, there are many people who just recently learned that. He's almost been on Sonic Team for 30 years. 1993, 1994, that'll be around his 30th year of working on Sonic Team. This man's in his 50s, all right? He spent most of his adult life working passionately on Sonic. He's one of the few OGs left. Now, put some respect on his name, learn what it is that he actually does, and like take into account the limitations that he has with the company that he works for. You know, nobody really has that much power when they're on the dev team.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
And
But let's remember, Sonic 4, best game ever made.
oh God. And with that, I think we're gonna end it there. But yeah, that's our show, everyone. Thank you so much for listening, and please stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks again, and take care now.